Episode 208 of the Councilmen is here as we will be discussing all the trailers, the big ones from CinemaCon 2023. Join us for the show.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be out. Is it 207th episode?
8.
Yes.
208th episode. It's
Did
still
we skip
7th, Albert, in
207?
the title.
It's a 7 on the title.
It's
Let me change the
208th, yeah.
title right now and see if it breaks.
I was confused for a bit there. Yes.
Refresh
Today, yeah, we got the usual four of us: Albert, Kelvin, Ariq, and Teguh. Yes. So yeah, apparently it was CinemaCon. I didn't know that's ever a thing. Is that new?
No, we had an episode about CinemaCon last year. and here's the goal. Here's the goal. Last year,
Wonderful
our CinemaCon episode was 3 hours long. Our goal today is to make it shorter than that. If we do that, we accomplish a mission.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
remember that. Yeah, it's very long. Oh.
Yeah, so we are not going to cover every single trailer, but we are going to cover what we think is the major ones. Or I guess yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Also, we are not doing any I don't know. We are not going to talk about like second trailers like the Flash stuff because usually we don't have anything new to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Valid.
Other than like the new scenes looks cool. It's just that. So yeah. So yeah, I guess we are doing that today. And of course before that, weekly watchies. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to add, Albert?
Not at the moment. No, I think we'll get to it as we get to it. But yeah, again, there are lots of news. We are not going to be able to cover every single thing. We're focusing on the trailers, like Kelvin said. There are better sources for more reliable sources for news instead of us. So go check those out. But yeah, we're here to share our thoughts on the trailers.
I mean, you're not here for the info for us, You're here for the
Really?
intelligent discussion. Definitely. Yeah.
All right.
Alright. I guess we should get started with the weekly watchies. Yeah. Albert, why don't you play your not intro. Yeah, your song.
Before we do that,
Your-
make sure to follow us everywhere at Councilman Show, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd. Subscribe to the channel, and if you're watching live, chime in the live chat what you think of these trailers. If you're watching in playback, leave a comment. If you're listening on the audio much later on, let us know what you think either on Twitter as well, again, at Councilman Show, or leave us a review. So yeah, check out us everywhere right there. Check
I
Kelvin.
forgot that we're supposed to do the plug.
Okay.
Alright, play the music.
Drum roll, please.
Oh, okay. Never have to do this.
Are you ready? For the weekly council segment, weekly watching. We've been watching TVs, movies, rating 1 to 5, maybe crying, could be boring, but laughing in theaters or at home, because it's time to share everything that we watched this week. It is time for our show's weekly watches.
Yeah. Weekly watches, baby. Oh.
No dab this time.
Yeah, I think Albert just disappointed Star Machine here. Star Machine,
Damn, Albert.
watch
Albert,
Albert.
you let him
dab
down
again.
like that.
No dab.
We waited
No
a
dab
week
this
for
week.
Albert to do the dab with Flair, and
It's-
we still got nothing.
It's gonna be a surprise dab each time. Like sometimes you're gonna see a dab, sometimes you don't. So you gotta tune in to find out. Like, oh, he's gonna do the dab this week.
It's like a drinking game, but you only drink once. You might not even drink.
That's a weird comparison. Isn't it?
It's a drinking game, but it only happens once,
Also,
and it might not even happen.
that's a really lame drinking game if you only drink once throughout the whole drinking game.
Yeah, yeah, you
Whoever
drink
made the
one
rules.
bottle.
Oh, one
I
bottle.
mean,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Now it makes more
One.
sense, right?
Okay.
All right. I guess we should start with our weekly watches. Yeah. I don't know, Albert. Why don't you start this time?
Sure. Yeah. Which one do I want to talk about the most to spend more time? I'll do this one. Last week I talked about God damn it, I did it again. The Terminator movies. I said Transformers again. The Terminator movies. And I finished off the series by watching Terminator Dark Fate. Sometime this past week. That's a 2019 film directed by Tim Miller, who directed Deadpool, the first one. Um, and this film is the third best film in the franchise. Does that say a lot? Probably not, because there's two really good ones. The rest are not great. And this one was kind of good. I'll give you that. I like that Linda Hamilton is back. Much older Linda Hamilton now. I don't know how old she is, but she's awesome in it still. Mackenzie Davis is in this film. You might know her from the film Tully, Blade Runner 2049, What If. She's in this film, and she plays a human who got assimilated into a cyborg android. So that's very different from the other Terminator stuff. Yeah, so she's like an enhanced human kind of thing. And she's sent back from the future to the past to protect a certain character who is sort of like the new messiah in a way. I mean, yeah, like have you guys seen this film?
No, I
Oh,
haven't
no, not Dark Fate.
watched any of the newer Terminator at all.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you're all familiar with the Terminator lore of like, okay, Cyberdyne Systems is a thing, Skynet. They're from the future. They attack us. You gotta send back, and now they send someone in time to kill someone earlier on so that the robots win the war, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
Terminator Dark Fate is a direct sequel to Terminator 2. Terminator 3, Terminator Salvation, and Terminator Genesis doesn't exist in this timeline.
Wait,
And
it's a
so in
retcon.
this, yes, it's a retcon sequel. It's one of those things. It's one retcon
Okay.
sequel kind of things.
Okay.
So in this timeline, Sarah Connor and John Connor did successfully. They destroy Skynet, Cyberdyne Systems. They're successfully done because that's the ending of the second one, right? It's done. They prevented Judgment Day. But they jump ahead much more in the future. So even though Skynet doesn't exist, another form of Skynet, because people still develop AI and everything like that, they still eventually happen, even though much later. Because of it, the timeline changed. There is no longer a resistance war. John Connor is not a prominent character, but there is a new character who's supposedly the new leader in the future. So the new AI basically sent robots in time to kill this new character, while Sarah Connor, along with this new robot, this new enhanced human from the future, played by Mackenzie Davis, is supposed to save her in a way. So it's sort of like a similar retelling, similar tropes, but it's very interesting. Good performance. Arnold Schwarzenegger is back. I like his character a lot. His character name is Carl. He's a T-800 robot still, as usual, but he goes by Carl.
It's not threatening Carl, just like
Carl.
He tries to blend
Oh
in.
no, it's Carl.
He tried to blend in with the
it's
humans.
Carl.
That's my favorite part. He tried to blend in with the humans. He's supposed to be a robot,
be
but
back.
he's learning to be human. So it's like,
Hello,
my name
fellow
is
humans.
Carl. So yeah.
My name
Hello,
is
fellow
Carl.
humans. How's your oil change today? I mean, coffee.
Ignore my Austrian accent. I am Carl. What happened?
But he's good. He's good in the role. It's nice to see him back, especially in an older role as a Terminator sort of. And it makes sense because the skin ages, right, but the robot doesn't. So because it's that's that thing. So it's nice to see him there. But yeah, overall a good film. The action is pretty good. The story is again similar action, similar story. I'm pretty sure when I describe it to you, you're like, okay, this feels like literally the same film. So the story is very similar. but I like the twist and everything, and the action is still pretty good. And the visual effects is also cool. And yeah, the main villain is played by Gabriel Luna, who is in The Last of Us as the brother of Pedro Pascal, and he also plays Ghost Rider in Agents of Shield. So yeah, he plays a pretty good Terminator. So Terminator Dark Fate, I gave it 3.5 star.
3.5. All right. But what's the other? Tell us your full Terminator ratings, Albert. The whole franchise.
Oh, ranking now. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
I haven't actually done that, but it would be Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Terminator 1, Terminator Dark Fate. Okay, between Salvation and Rise of the Machines, I know Genesis is the bottom.
I've
And
watched
then
that one. It was bad.
I think I'm gonna put Terminator. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put Terminator 3, Rise of the Machine, and then Terminator Salvation, and then Genesis. But Salvation and Rise of the Machine is probably interchangeable.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. A quick Terminator ranking from Albert.
There you
All right.
go.
So yeah, I guess that's the Terminator. We'll just go around. I guess I'll go to me after Albert. Yeah. I watched a claymation movie. Wow. I just finished it like what 10 minutes before the show starts. Yeah.
It's fresh on your
I
mind.
watched
Hmm.
very fresh.
Yes.
I watched that movie called the 1985 movie, The Adventures of Mark Twain. Have you guys
Sounds
ever heard of
familiar.
this?
Hang on.
I feel like you've at
Is this
least seen the
claymation?
poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you've at least seen the poster. I think the poster looks nice.
Oh, yeah. I've seen this poster so many times that I've never watched the movie.
Let me,
Yeah.
let me see.
Yeah. Bring it up to the screen if you want to. But yeah,
I've never seen this poster.
really.
No.
Well, all right.
I'm the odd one out.
But I feel like so yeah, Adventures of Mark Twain. If you don't know, Mark Twain is a famous
Oh, what is it
writer.
name? Or is it
He's,
yeah,
he,
writer?
bas- he
Something like
basically
that.
writes stories like was it Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar. I feel like that's like one of those American like literature literature thing that they have to read at school or
Wait.
something.
Hey, hang on. Kelvin would
Yeah.
like this one. The celebrated jumping frog of Calaveras County.
Yeah, that's the
That is
thing.
a
I
lot.
was gonna say. So yeah, basically, well, let me get to it. All right. So this movie is
Oh,
basically
okay.
just like kind of like they make a claymation from each of the famous book that he wrote, kind of thing, and they put it
Okay.
in a kind of like a story. So yeah, it looks pretty neat. Especially the claymation is like expertly done, and yeah, that's the one thing I hate about this is that they have a frog as one of the pet that's always there, kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, why does it has to be a frog, you know? But yeah, at least the frog doesn't look too real. There was a whole like 4 minutes or I don't know, about 4 to 6 minutes like shorts of like of frogs racing. It reminds me of remember when
Racing.
Patrick raced the rock thingy
Oh my
against
God.
other snails? Yeah.
Oh, a racing frog. Wait, that frog is fast. The fifth.
Oh, that's the thing. That frog isn't fast. That
Oh,
frog
wow.
doesn't move.
Oh wait.
Whoa.
That
That
frog
frog
is
doesn't
slow.
move.
What a twist.
Apparently that frog ate too much tools and then it just can't jump, things like that.
Damn.
I wouldn't get into detail with that. Ate too much
Yeah,
tools.
but you know, uh, yeah, like I said, claymation is great. What do I like about it? I don't know actually. It did this whole
that's
thing
a-
kind of give this whole movie kind of give me the whole courage, the cowardly dog vibe, where it's like it's for kids, but is it for kids? You know, because I mean, Satan appears in this movie, so I don't know, man.
Oh wow.
Satan appears, and then they talk the whole about existential crisis with the Satan. And then Adam and Eve got evicted. Um,
Huh? From heaven? Wait, from Eden?
Yeah, basically, when Eve uh ate the forbidden fruit,
Uh-huh.
the world crumbles and then they got evicted from their homes.
They got an eviction notice?
It's just like a plank written evicted in front of their doors.
Damn.
Yeah, that's honestly the part that I laughed the most. I was like, oh, Adam and Eve got evicted. But yeah, but then honestly, the Adam and Eve storyline in this movie, it's pretty cute, I would say. Yeah. Um, like I was gonna quote something, but I can't remember the line. Never mind.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty much that, I guess. And I have to say, like the ending shot of the movie, it looks great. It looks beautiful. Like I think it has something to do with like watercolor or something, and then like with as a background thing with like claymation on it. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. The ending shot of it. But yeah, overall, I give this. As of now, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright. Yeah. So I guess now let's go to Teguh.
I watched a trilogy, I think.
You think?
Wait, you weren't
Wait,
sure
what?
that's a trilogy, or you are you not sure
Wait,
that it's
how?
a trilogy, or are you not sure that you watch it?
No, I'm not sure if it's a trilogy. There might be more
I
than
watched
3.
I watched 3 films
no,
and I'm
I
not
was
sure
right.
if they're
There,
related.
there's more than 3.
Oh, there's more
My
than
bad.
3. All right. Wait, what is it
Wait,
supposed to
is
be?
there? Wait, is
Quadrilogy?
there more than 3? Or is Google just like trolling my ass? Wait, give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, it's a quadrilogy.
Quad meaning
Okay.
quad 4.
Or
But I only watched 3. Damn it.
but
I
you only
gotta
watched
watch
3.
the other one.
Okay.
Damn, Teguh.
I have
Wait till next
failed.
week.
Alright. We're putting this off till next week.
No.
Okay, very good.
Talk about the 3 out of 4 movies you watch.
I watched the Transporter series.
Oh, that's the one with Statham, right?
Yes, it's
There's
Statham.
4 films of Transporter?
Apparently.
I thought there were
it was
only
only
2.
3. I thought there was.
There were only 3.
That wasn't the one that we watched for the Hitman series, was it?
No, that's
That's the
Mechanic.
that's the
No,
mechanic. Yeah.
that's different.
That's
God,
the
there's
mechanic.
so many.
To be
There's
fair, he looks
Crank,
the same
there
in
is
everything.
Crank, there's Transporter, there's Mechanic. My God.
Yeah.
There's all this.
If you play scenes from those films, you might not even tell which one is which.
He's
It's
just
all
a
the
bald
same.
man in a suit.
It's just a bald man doing action stuff. But you go on to go. How would you like? How
Wow,
do you
there
like
are
this
4
bald
of
man? Bald man film.
Well, first of all, this movie's so old he wasn't actually bald yet.
He got hair.
He got hair.
Oh, it's that
How,
old.
how
jeez.
old was this
That
movie?
old.
It's that old. Okay.
Transporter 3 was in 2008, and he like
He had hair in
barely had
2008?
hair left. Yes.
Oh.
I thought he's already bald since 2000.
No, he had hair.
No,
He had
you
hair.
This is
He had a
probably
bald
the-
spot up here, but he had hair.
this
Yeah,
is
but he
probably
had
like
hair,
a
yeah, I know.
Mandela. This is like a Mandela effect. We just think that he's bald the whole time, even though he has had hair.
Well, let me
Just couldn't.
see.
No,
Okay,
there-
he's in
there-
the process of balding, I guess.
Yeah, like he's
Process,
getting
yeah.
there, but he still has hair.
It's like
Um,
Trevor from GTA 5, you know.
Yeah. I can see it.
So I
Alright,
don't
yeah,
know
go
why
on,
if
go.
I Google the transporter and I like how on Google you can like click the related things.
Yeah.
I click on related and Google automatically translates it to El Transportador.
El Transportado.
But all the results are in English. Why is it giving me El Transportador?
El Transportado. It sounds cooler though. Hang on. Okay.
Yeah. So what's your
But
thoughts on
yeah.
Transporter, Teguh?
I think the first one was the best out of the 3.
It's always
Okay.
like that, isn't
which
it?
which isn't that good, but like
Hmm.
it's okay. It's just like typical turn your brain off and watch like action, I guess. But Yeah, I just didn't like the premise of 2 as much. It didn't really feel very transporty. And
Is he not
3.
transporting anything? Is that why?
Here, all right, brief summary. So number one is literally just him like transporting stuff, right?
As the
Like,
name suggests.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then like he has like rules, like, oh, I don't know, he's not supposed to like look in the package, but he opened the package, turned out to be this girl, and he gets caught up in all the drama of it, and like, okay, there
Yeah.
was
Okay.
the thing, right? Like the whole thing was like apparently they were like trying to save like there was like a container full of like smuggled people, and they're like, no,
Okay.
we got to
Huh.
stop this, right? But then I'm like, okay, but like they're smuggled people, right? Which means they're probably paid to be sent to like France in like a container ship illegally. So by saving them, you've really just opened the container. Now they're getting sent back to wherever they came from. So, are you really helping them here? I mean, you're keeping the law, but like, are you helping them? You know, um, that's what. Number two, the reason I say that is because like, so his transporting was that for a month he was contracted to be like the personal driver for like this politician's kid.
Okay. That's transporting. I guess. Yeah. You can
I,
count
I
Yeah, but that
that
was
wouldn't.
as
like the
I
first
wouldn't.
10
Okay,
minutes.
if I am a driver, I wouldn't be what. I don't want to be called a transporter. It's like, hey, what do you do for a living? I transport kids.
I mean, I mean, it's not.
You just said you're a transporter, not a kid transporter. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, but
Lost.
that's like the first 10 minutes, and he spends the rest of the movie trying to get the kid back because he got kidnapped.
So he's not a
So
good
he's not a
transporter.
transporter. Like he's like lost and found or some shit.
Lost and founder.
Oh my.
Okay. What happened in the third
Yeah,
then?
and then the third one was transporting. All right,
Okay. Okay. Back to the roots.
the stakes were okay, but and like the premise was a lot better than 2. My only problem was, right, he's driving an Audi, a modern Audi. I think like it's an S6 probably. Right, Ariq knows what I'm talking about. And
I
here's the
know.
thing, you will understand. It's an automatic,
Yeah. Oh.
okay? Which
Yeah.
I can still like. It's an automatic, and like they have like scenes with like wheel spins and all of that, and like I can still kind of accept that.
I know where this is going. He's changing gears in an
He's
automatic car,
changing
so he
gears
doesn't
in
have
an
to-
automatic.
Huh.
Like intense car chase scene, and like it's an automatic, clear and automatic gear well, and like he shifts it up, and like this boy just put it into neutral.
I'm gonna put it in R for race. The car goes backwards. True transporter moment there, dude.
Like, and it happened like 3 times.
I think there was
So,
something. I don't know. There was like a technical thing Teguh might get
like,
ticked off about.
like
about
I could not turn my brain off against that, and just because of that, I'm gonna like drop the rating down a bit. I can take
Alright.
everything else, like, yeah, jumping off a bridge onto a moving train in a car, sure. You are not shifting gears though.
All right. All right. All right. Yeah. So.
But yeah, so yeah, and I guess now this week I gotta go watch 4.
No, I just
Yeah,
realized
might
something.
as-
No,
might as well
fourth
finish
is
it.
not.
Apparently,
No, fourth
it's not
is
even
not
Statham.
related. Yeah, it's not Statham. I don't think it's even related.
Is
Is
it
it?
at is it at screen?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
It's the guy from Deadpool. It's the villain from Deadpool. It's Francis.
It's the Deadpool villain. Yeah,
It's like
So
uh a
I guess
reboot
he's
now?
bald too.
he's also bald in the film. Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, he have hair in the poster. So
Yeah. I mean, I mean, Statham also has hair in the poster, but he's kind of balding. So
Hmm.
he got the
Was
same
he so
vibe, I
strong?
guess.
Was he so strong that he grew his hair?
Yeah. Well,
Damn.
I'll
Alright.
watch it anyway.
Might as well go finish.
that's
it.
why
yeah, might as well, might as
imagine if that's the reason why he didn't come back. If Statham didn't come back for 4 because the contract says he needs to grow hair, and then said him, I can't. I've been trying. I can't grow anymore.
I
Well, we
can't grow.
gotta recast you, sir. I'm like,
Actually, it
"God
is
damn
it is 2015. How old is Statham?
How old?
I don't
already getting
know.
I'm sure
old,
he's
right?
old,
How-
old.
I'm gonna
How old
guess
is
40.
Statham,
I'm gonna
actually?
guess he is 53. Am I right?
55.
Oh, came
Oh,
close.
that's
Very close,
close.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
This Tatum have here in the back. I don't know. The whole movie was underwater, man. I didn't see.
Let's see. Jason.
In the
Jason
mix.
Statham. Would you write Statham? Whatever.
He's
Yeah,
married.
just
He's
like
married.
me.
He's
Like
married to
Stat
Rosie
Ham.
Huntington Whitley. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he is.
Who?
The girl from Transformers 3.
Yeah. She's a
Oh.
model. Transformers 3. Yep.
Yeah, I know that lady.
Okay,
Mhm.
wait. The shark didn't have hair, but so neither did Statham. Okay.
Common Statham has a bit
Yo,
of
if
hair.
if a shark
Yeah,
have
okay.
hair in the Meg,
Are we going so off topic? After Kelvin
Jason
said we're gonna
Statham's hair is
discuss it in 20
balding
minutes.
and thinning, so yeah.
The shark ate his hair. No, you said-
Oh no.
okay.
Alright. So Teguh, you haven't rated yet. So give us your rating
yeah.
for 1 to 3.
3. Which one rate 2? Yeah, 3, 2.5, 2.5.
Wait. So Transporter 1, 3,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then the rest
Transporter
2.5.
2.5. Transporter 3, 2.5. I
Okay,
would give
alright,
Transporter
alright.
3 a 3, but shifting gears.
Shifting
And an
Alright.
automatic.
Brindle.
Alright. Now Ariq, I suppose. What did
Eh.
you watch?
Watch. I've decided to start watching. What is it? Pirates of the Caribbean, like the whole series, but I've only watched one and
Hey.
a third. I watched a third of the second one, so like, we'll discuss that. We don't have to discuss that. We'll discuss that next week.
Okay.
So, first of all, about the first film, I didn't know it was that old. It's 2003. It's like I was 4 years old then. Jeez. So that's very surprising. This is the second thing. I think I think it was like it's better than I remembered it. But then again, I didn't remember the first film that much. Because I don't know why. Like sometimes they play Pirates of the Caribbean on like local TV, gitu. But for some reason, Indonesians always choose the fourth film. They've never choose 1, 2, 3, and 5. It's always the fourth film. So I don't. So I rarely see
Why?
it. I don't know. I think they just want to see Penelope Cruz's like cleavage or something. But anyway,
They blur that.
did they?
No way. No way they blur that on TV. They don't have.
No,
to
for real.
blur that.
They blurred that. I just watched Spider-Man 3 where every time what's his name?
Okay, but they didn't.
Maybe Jane appears, they blur it whenever she wears like some kind of dress. I
Yeah,
think.
but I watch
How
but I
does
watch it
even
on
look
like the
revealing in 3?
but I watch it in an
Huh?
international like channel and it's still always the fourth one and they didn't blur it anyway. So the first one yeah, like I said, it's quite enjoyable. Even though it was quite long. I like the whole I don't know why Jack Sparrow is just like such a well written character. Something about he's like weird and goofy, but at the same time he's incredibly cunning and smart.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
and I don't know, I
people
really
like Jack Sparrow.
yeah, I don't that's I don't know, but like you get to see I don't know why, but like in this film, like you get to see it most. Like in the later films, he just kind of becomes more and more comedic relief. But in this one, it's
What?
like a bit more serious-ish.
From what I heard, like
Yeah.
I don't know, after the third movie or something, like he just becomes a bumbling idiot.
Yeah, basically. But in the fourth one, he wasn't a bumbling idiot. He was
Yeah.
a very cunning idiot. It's very hard to
It's
explain.
it's especially in 5 because
Ah.
like I agree with Ariq because he's smart but at the same time he acts aloof and I think that's sort of what throws people off. And then in the 5th one he's just drunk the whole time.
Yeah,
And
but
he's just like,
yeah.
he just got very lucky. Like all
Yeah.
the things that he just got very lucky. That
He's
he survived
basically
all of it.
acting dumb to get advantage, right? And then like,
Yeah, that's
at
what he
one
does,
point they
yeah.
just decided to like, nope, I'm just gonna be comic relief.
No, he's gonna be
Yeah.
completely dumb.
Yeah.
Get nothing.
Yeah.
yeah. So I like so that's why I like seeing Jack Sparrow. Basically, it was kind of like Jack Sparrow at his peak. This was him at his
Yeah.
peak strength. He was at maximum. The man is literally like max intelligence, max charisma build, and a bit of agility. Actually, he can actually fight pretty well as in the first film at least. And
Yeah, he got
It's
the
like-
swords.
it-
His swords
yeah,
skills.
and I should mention, yeah, and the choreography on the first films, I don't know why they're also pretty like well done. Like when he's fighting Will in the blacksmith shop, or I guess there's like a lot of the panning shots from the the last scene where they found the treasure room or something. I forgot the island.
Mhm.
So yeah, the only thing that's like that feels dated is just the CG. But to be fair, though, it's 2003, man.
Yeah,
The-
dude, I saw Davy Jones CG
Davy-
like
no,
a
not
while
Davy
back.
Jones. No, it's the
Oh,
2003 one. It's the skeleton men kind of
Curse of the
thing.
Black
Yeah,
Pearl, yeah, that,
yeah, the
yeah,
which
first
one?
one.
the
Wait,
skeleton.
isn't Davy Jones in the second movie?
David
Or is
Jones
that
is
not in the second?
Yeah,
Deadman's Chest. That's the second and
that
third.
that's the
He's in
second
the second
film.
and
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Oh,
I know Davy Jones looks extremely good. I still remember how he looks.
third.
But the
yeah,
first
he
one,
looks extremely good.
yeah, but the first one, like, yeah, you can see that the
A
animation
little
has
bit.
like dated. It's dated a bit, but you know what? It's still a yeah, like I said, good film overall. I like the main character the most. Actually, the secondary characters like Will and Elizabeth, they're okay. I guess I kind of like Will under the basis that when he's with Jack, he's just as dumb as he is, but without the but without the cutting. It's like when they're together, they have their brain cells just fuse, and they're like, ah, yes, peak into ingenuity. But yeah, overall, very fun film and better than I thought. Much better than I thought, actually. I think I don't even know if I should give it a 4 or a 4.5. Where's the? I'll do a coin flip. Hang on, where's just 1 second. What is it? Tails for 4, heads for 4.5.
And Ariq
It's
got
a
a
4. It's a 4. It's a 4 out of 5. It's a tail.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, Black Pearl is probably my second favorite of the trilogy. Of the series,
first one.
actually, of the franchise, of the whole franchise. So yeah,
Yeah. Part of
the
me doesn't
second
want to
one.
watch 4 and 5 though, because I'm so bored with those ones.
That's fair.
I've only watched the one with two titles, Salazar or something.
Oh,
Salazar's
that's the fifth one,
Revenge,
yeah.
Deadman Tell No Tales.
Which one's that?
That's the fifth one.
Fifth one, the
That's the
latest
fifth
one.
one. There, I feel like that's the only one I've fully watched. The others, I've only the Davy Jones one. I think the second one, I've only watched like parts of it, and the rest I played in Legos.
Yes. I'm pretty sure the retelling should be pretty accurate.
The first
pretty
three is
accurate, I
actually
think.
incredible. It's actually pretty incredible. The first three films. The fourth is fine. The fifth is also fine. But yeah,
Mhm.
The Legos also fine.
I
It's
will.
fun.
I will
Mm.
continue with the series next week.
Next week.
I should mention.
Alright.
I'm watching it just because like I have Disney Plus and I haven't used it in a while. Like I should use it.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, makes sense.
That's what.
I mean, that's why I watch a lot. Like back when I had Netflix thing, I watch a lot of weird like stuff, because
What,
I mean, I have
exclusives?
Netflix. Yeah, might as
Oh,
well. Like I haven't watched
fair
all the
enough,
bad
yeah.
ones.
Yeah, fair enough. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright.
There you.
I guess
Valid.
we'll quickly go through a speed run. I guess throughout the rest of the movies we watch.
Alright.
Albert, why don't you start first?
Okay. I also decided to finish up the Die Hard series. A Good Day to Die Hard. Worst film in the trilogy. 1.5 star. Apparently, in the
That was quick.
theatrical version, apparently there is Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who is the daughter of Bruce Willis in the fourth film. She plays the daughter. In this
Yep.
film, the one that I watched, she's not in it, but her name appeared in the credits. She was like Mary Elizabeth Winstead as the daughter, and I'm like, what the frick? Did I just miss her the whole movie? How did I not see her in the whole movie? I just
I-
completely
I
blanked out or
remembered.
something.
I remember
then I
seeing
looked
her in
it
the
up.
movie. 'Cause I did watch the theatrical one.
Okay, and then I looked it up, and apparently in the DVD release, they cut her out of it. They cut the two scenes that have her completely, and they extend an action sequence instead, which was a very boring action sequence, by the way. And they completely cut her out, but they still leave her name in the credits. So I got very confused. Anyway, mine it lost half a star because it leads me to that confusion. So 1.5 could have been a 2, but no, you messed up. All right. And the other thing that I sort of watch, I started watching Transformers 2007 again, rewatching it. I didn't finish it, but I'm liking it. I'm liking what I see so far. I like it more than I remembered previously. So yeah, I have like 30 minutes left in the movie, I think.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah. I watched 2 other movies outside of the Mark Twain one. I watched the Teguh's pick. I finished it, Teguh. 65.
You finished it.
I finished it.
finished
Yeah,
it.
You gotta tell me how the rest of
You
it
beat
went.
Teguh to it.
dude.
I did not have the strength to do it.
90 like 80% of the movie is just grunting. Teguh. It's just ah, ah. It's just that, you know. And then like the other 10% is the Adam Driver and the kid, like Adam Driver shouting, "Koa, Koa, Koa," yeah,
All
like
is there.
that.
Is Koa
And
the name
then
of the
the
kid?
other, yeah, the
Oh,
Koa is
okay.
the name of the kid, and the kid goes like, "Family,
Hmm?
family,
Is it him?
family."
Is it him?
That's the other 10%. And then the other 10%, all right, is Adam Driver just falling.
Falling.
He falls so much in this movie. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna save the girl," jumps over a branch, falls into quicksand. Oh no! And then like, "Oh, I'm gonna save this kid," falls again with a dinosaur like chasing him. Like, stop falling. And also, it's really weird seeing a T-Rex with long arms.
Oh,
I'll just say
what?
that.
That's a thing.
That's a
Yeah,
thing. That's how they make
That's
it
broken.
alien. It's not
But it's
that it
not
has long
me.
arms. It has like four legs basically. It's just that. Yeah.
A four-legged T-Rex. Okay.
Yeah, basically that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, yeah. And then the other movie I watched is a Thai horror movie Thai called The Maid. It's alright, I guess. It went from haunting into like revenge killing, which is like that's pretty cool twist, I guess. Kinda twist. Yeah. The one thing that I find interesting is that so there are two characters named Joy and Ploy, right? It just so happened that the actress that played Joy, her name is Ploy, but she's playing Joy and not Ploy. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny when I checked the cast.
Oh,
Yeah.
that must be confusing to be on the set.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, Ploy, huh? Like two voice, just looking over. But yeah, I give that like a nice 3. I think. Yeah, I give that the Mate 3 and 65. I give it a 2. It's boring. All right, Teguh, why don't you? What about you? Do you watch other stuff?
No, that's it.
All right. How about Ariq?
I watched Dead, because it's a third of Dead Man's Chest.
Oh, you watched the third. You watched the third. So you watch the opening island sequence and then you stop after the island.
I think I stopped after like they tried to sneak Elizabeth out of the port, and the guy was like shanked another dude, and like, "Oh, you going back to London?" or something like that. It was something like that. I swear the dialogue was something like that. Right?
Alright.
But yeah, I watched Dead. I'll continue the man later. Oh, okay, that's never mind.
All right. So yeah, I guess that's that for this week's weekly watchies. So yeah, I guess let's just start with the CinemaCon stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Before we do
Oh,
that, I did promise my friend Cameron to read his review of Bilbo is Afraid, and he put it in the chat.
Bilbo is
So
afraid.
Bilbo.
Bilbo is Afraid is a different film. If Bilbo is Afraid, the Hobbit series wouldn't exist. Lord of the Rings wouldn't exist. He'd just stay in his Shire in Hobbiton. Bo is Afraid. Kelvin drafted this, right, or is it Ariq?
I think I did.
I think it's
did.
Kelvin.
Yeah.
Kelvin.
And then
I did.
I attempted to trade it, but Kelvin rejected the trade proposal like 3 times. But yeah,
Yeah.
Cameron Patterson watched it. My friend, former guest here, he said that it's actually a really cool and creative movie. If you like Ari Aster, there's at least something you'll get out of it. It challenges your patience, but it pays off. But yeah, I've heard mixed stuff about this, so I don't know. That's why I didn't watch it. There's a lot of new release actually this week, like Evil Dead Rise, I believe is a new release. Renfield was still from last week. I haven't seen it. This one, Bo is Afraid. I almost watched Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, who is from the director of Edge of 17, the Haley Steinfeld movie. So I want to watch that. But yeah, this film, Bo is Afraid is 3 hours. So I'm like, I gotta settle.
Wait, it's
sometime.
3 hours?
It's 3 hours. And some people say it's good, some people say it's mid, some people say it's bad. So that's why I've been holding off on it.
Oh.
We'll see.
I think from what I saw from the rest of the chat, not many are liking it either. Like out of Ari Aster movies, I think Fred Love movies don't doesn't like it either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it is. Yeah. All right.
The Google I don't know, I've never trusted Google reviews, but Google review there is like the top two ratings are 5 stars and 1 star.
And what? Yeah, yeah. It's 2.9.
So,
It's
so
2.9 on Google.
yeah, and then the split is like
Polarizing.
the split is 5 and 1. So damn, all right. So yeah,
All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's get to the trailers that we've picked. We pick how many trailers? One, two, three, four, five, six. 6 trailers to talk
Wow.
about. Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
Let's start off with the misleading one to me and Teguh at least.
Oh, it's
Robots
misleading
trailer.
to me too.
Oh,
I
Ariq
know
as
also
well.
Teguh's
Yeah.
name.
technically
I know
technically to
Teguh's
me
name.
too.
Oh, also okay. So
Everyone was misled.
everyone,
Everyone
Everyone
was
got misled. Let's
everyone was
go.
misled by the robots trailer. We all thought it is like a sequel or reboot
something
of like
related
of
to,
remake to the
2000.
2005
2005 animated
robots,
robots.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw like the show notes, I saw robots. Like, oh, okay,
Ooh,
interesting.
I was like,
Open it,
ooh.
humans.
Oh
Funnily
my
Yeah.
enough,
god.
I actually wanted to go watch Robots 2005 this week. I was like, no, I haven't. What's a movie I haven't watched in a long time? I kind of want to watch
Yeah, I
that.
haven't watched that in so long too.
And then I ended
I
up
don't
watching
think I've ever
Transporter
watched it.
instead.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Should
You
have just
mentioned
watched the robots
we
instead.
should watch should watch robots.
All
This
right.
week, this week.
Yeah, Albert, why don't you start? What's your thoughts on the robots?
Yeah, so I really didn't know anything about it when I saw that it was because I
And
saw it on
also, why did you
Twitter.
pick this?
Okay, fair. I saw it on Twitter, and well, I tried to skim all the trailers on CinemaCon, right? I tried to pick what's the best one, and I saw this one. I was like, okay, I think we're good with 5 trailers, and then I saw this one. It was the last one because I scroll, because Twitter's from most release to the most recent to the latest to the
Mhm.
oldest. So this one was the last one I saw, even though it came out first. And I was like, what is this? And I'm very intrigued. I thought it was funny. It's a very
That's
interesting
funny.
concept. I like Jake Whitehall. I think he's a very funny comedian. Even though I haven't seen him in many films, the only film I think I've seen him is in a very small role in Nutcracker and the Four Realms, which is not a great film, and he's not great in it. And I also believe he's in the Clifford, the Big Red Dog movie, but I haven't seen that. Haven't seen that as well.
Oh,
So
wait,
Is he
he's
the
I
dog or
think
the
it's this
human?
movie.
he's a human. He's not a
In the
dog.
Clifford.
Oh, and he's also in Jungle Cruise. I forgot about that. He's a brother to Emily Blunt's character. Um, but yeah, so his movie track record hasn't been the greatest, I'll admit. But I still like him as a comedian. And Shailene Woodley, I haven't seen a lot of her work. I've seen Divergent, obviously the series.
That's
Kelvin,
who. I was thinking like Shane Whitley. That's a
Kelvin just
familiar
got the
name.
It
Kelvin just
I
is.
got the
remember.
realization.
I
It's
remember like.
Divergent Woman.
I remember not liking someone named that, and I'm like, now that you mentioned Diversion,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Divergent.
it's all clicking.
It's all
I liked her okay in the Fallen Our Stars. I haven't seen that in a while. I liked her in Spectacular Now, and yeah, Divergent is not great, but the whole series is not great, so it's not her fault. But I believe she's done some good stuff with like TV and film out after those series. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, the trailer, I like it. It's funny. I'm looking forward to see this. It's supposed to come out in theaters and on VOD at the same time, so that's interesting. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's funny. I think they could have some good chemistry, so I like it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I do think the trailer is humorous. I like the ending bit when they threw the bodies in the water and then they're like, "Wait, it's swimming back."
Yeah, yeah.
That part's funny. So yeah, basically they're trying to kill their robot double, right? From taking over their life or something.
So the premise is, if I'm getting it right, it's in a future where robots exist and people is able to create robot versions of themselves, but then they're
Mhm.
gonna decommission it. However, these two characters they happen to still have their robots running around, and their robot counterparts decided to take over to ruin their life, to take over their life in a way. And
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
no,
yeah,
rom
no,
yeah.
no,
com.
no. It's like They didn't want to deal with the dating, so they sent the robots
Yeah.
in their place. But then they, by accident, they sent like, they didn't know that the other one had a robot, so they both sent robots, and the robots ended up like falling in love with
Liking
each
each
other or
other,
some
yeah.
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 And then just living their own life, and then they gotta track them down and shut them down. So yeah.
Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the trailer, like I said, funny. Nothing else to say about it. I'm not a big fan of. I don't know too much about the guy and Shailene Woodley. The only thing I've seen her in is in Divergent and.
Divergent.
Valid.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. No, no. I'm just okay with this. I guess Usually comedies are just okay. Yeah. All right. How about you, Teguh? Thoughts?
Yeah, it seemed humorous. I don't know how
That's it.
interested would I be.
Okay. No, hilarious.
You're just finding synonyms for humorous.
Yeah.
It makes me chuckle.
Oh, I giggled for sure.
It was
Oh, it tickles my
Oh,
funny
man.
bone.
Uh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have much to say about this, honestly.
yeah, I don't know
Um,
much.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Who's the director? Who's the director? Let's see. Maybe it's someone good.
I
that
don't
we
think
know.
it's anyone. I don't think it's anyone familiar. Anthony
Okay.
Hines and Casper Christensen.
What the hell are those? Who are
I
they?
don't know.
Actually, I was
Also-
thrown away with that. I thought I thought it said in the trailer, right? It said
Oh, Borat.
I thought it was I thought it was just the director of Borat, but no, it's just the co-writer. So that literally
Yeah.
carries no weight. Like, who gives a shit, right?
Well, the
Co-writer.
writing
mean-
the writing of Borat is pretty funny. It's
Yeah, I know, but it's a
funny.
co-writer, so some guy is just like, it's there.
I mean,
I don't think
both work together.
Was he, if he was the one, right? If he was the one who came up with the Borat, hello, my name is Borat. I like you very much. See, like if he's the one that came up with that, right? That means he's a funny
Okay.
writer. But I don't think he came up with it. And also, those
Yeah.
robots don't speak like that, so that's a negative point there.
Lost
Hello,
all-
my name is Shailene Woodley. I don't know what her character was. Elaine.
Elaine and Charles. Yeah. No, the director are like, I don't know. Anthony Hines does not have a Wikipedia page. So I cannot look him up.
wow.
Casper Christensen is a Danish comedian. So
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
also, it's based on a book called "The Robot Who
What?
Looked Like Me,"
Oh, it was based on a book.
1978.
okay. 1978. Damn.
But
I
it's
thought
a
I was thinking more of a recent book.
yeah, it's a science fiction. It's a collection of science fiction short stories that have
Oh.
satirical sci-fi elements in it. So yeah.
All right.
Interesting. Okay.
So they probably
Yeah.
took the premise, but they probably run away with it with the whole rom-com thing, if I were to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you said shorts. There's no way they can. The
Yeah.
shorts is that long, a movie long kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So they took the idea and ran with it. Yeah.
Run
All right.
with it.
Excitement level for this trailer, it's like not even there for me. I'm like,
Dude, when it's
I'm gonna
out, I
watch
don't
it.
know
I'm
when-
honestly gonna watch it. I think it could be funny.
I'll
I'll be
forget
out
when
on
it's out.
HD, so I'll be out on digital or something.
May-
Yeah,
May
not
19th, May
theaters,
19th.
not theaters. I'm not excited
19th,
enough
yeah.
to get
For
theaters.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll forget about it. I'll definitely forget about it. I have very bad
I'll-
memory.
Alright.
I'll forget about it.
It's literally coming out in 2 weeks, so you probably won't forget about it. So, but
No, no,
yeah.
I probably
you-
most
you-
likely
you
will.
over- Overestimate us.
you overestimate Albert.
Wait,
Albert,
Yeah,
remember
you
Albert, you
overestimate-
overestimate us.
I'm gonna look back to this episode. I'll remember it. I'll remember this episode, and I won't remember the movie came out.
Alright, yeah. I guess anything else to say on Robots trailer other than it's misleading?
It's misleading.
Oh,
Yeah,
because of the title.
yeah, we all because of the title.
Could be. I don't know. We could see some funny sex scenes because there are robots trying to figure out what it is.
We already seen it in the trailer. They just
Yeah,
go beep,
what
beep,
else are
beep,
they
boop,
gonna do?
Maybe. And maybe. Well, here maybe if they include this sound effect, it would make it better.
Ooh-wee. Boing.
Oy, 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 oy.
you you make that into a sound bite.
Dude, I made it. That's from last week's episode. I had this.
Yeah. Play it again. Play it again.
Okay.
Ooh-wee. Boing-oing-oing.
Ooey. The ooey part doesn't sound very robotic, but you know what? Ooey. Ooey.
That's a good sound bite.
There you go. We use it. We use it when we need to call the horning police. We use that sound effect.
Alright. Alright,
Ooey.
sure. Ooh-wee.
Ooh-wee.
Boing-oing-oing. Alright, let's move on to the next one. To the next trailer. A Haunting in Venice. So this one surprises everyone. I feel like that this is apparently connected to what's his detective name? Poirot or something? Poirot.
Hercule Poirot. I don't know if that's. I
Poirot?
don't know if that's how to pronounce it.
But yeah, but yeah, I'm surprised when suddenly Poirot appear, and I'm like, huh, this is connected to Death on the Nile and Murder on Orient Express. So I'm quite excited about this, and this time it looks the trailer definitely makes it looks like horror with the whole. I mean, it's called Hunting in Venice, so it is horror, I guess. So I'm not sure what is they're trying to solve. I guess the murder of the ghost. Or maybe it's like a Scooby Doo situation where it's not a dead ghost. You know, it's like just someone in costume scaring people. Could be a Scooby Doo situation. Yeah, yeah, but with Poirot.
You
Yeah,
think
so
you think it's a fake out and it's no one's actually dead? You think?
could be that. I mean, they like to pull a sneaky, right, with the whole plot twist in this detective movies kind of thing. So that could be the twist. Like, oh, Scooby Dooby Doo.
Imagine they have the same scene, like you like tied up with rope, and then like, and the real killer is take off a mask, like the exact same scene.
What? And then he's gonna say like, "I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids."
Well, okay.
Meddling, waiting for you,
Meddling
meddling
adults.
Poirot.
Meddling Poirot.
But yeah, overall though, I'm very intrigued about this. If I had known about this movie, I probably would have drafted it. Yeah.
Fair.
All right.
When it,
Um,
yeah, September 15. It's coming out then.
September. Yeah. How about you? Well, what's your thoughts, Albert? You're gonna say something just now.
No, I was just about to say. I mean, it's an Agatha Christie novel, right? So it's based on a novel.
Mhm.
And I think it's probably a real murder. I'm not sure. The original book, I'm looking it up, is called Halloween Party.
Oh.
And he is basically Hercule Poirot is in attendance of a Halloween party, and then a girl said that they witnessed a murder. And then yeah, that's the whole thing. I don't want to read the whole book summary in case it's a spoiler, because I want to go into this murder mystery kind of blind. I want to try to figure that out and see how it is.
So
But
this is Scooby Doo situation then. If it's a
I don't know,
Halloween
but
party.
I guess the question is there really is there going to be ghost in this film, or is it going to be a fake out? Because the trailer, which caught me by surprise, is it's a very horror based scary vibe. It's
There's a lot of
not the
jump scare.
same. It's not the same vibe as we see from the other films and the trailer from the other films. So I'm very intrigued. Michelle Yeoh looks awesome in it. But yeah, it just took me by surprise. When I watched the trailer at first, I was like, did I click on the right link? I know this is supposed to be a Hercule Poirot sequel, but when I started watching, did I click on the right film? This doesn't seem right. And I'm like, oh wow, they save him until very end. And like, okay, this is interesting. They're gonna go full horror with this, I think, or at least supernatural thriller with mystery involved. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I'm interested to see it. The cast seems great. Obviously, Kenneth Branagh is back directing. I don't know if he's ever directed a horror movie. I have to look it up. But yeah, Jamie Dornan is in there. Tina Fey, Michelle Yeoh. Yeah. So looking forward to it.
All right. How about you, Ricky
Let's
boy?
see. I'll do some unintelligent discussions. First of all, this is probably the second time I've seen Michelle Yeoh being spin around in a chair, apart from EEAO. EAO.
I feel like after EAO, she wants to be spun in a chair in
Well,
every
to be
movie.
fair,
No.
if you won an Oscar for being spun in a chair, she won more than just that. But like, if you won an Oscar, but in your movie you was tied up, I mean not tied up, like just spinning in a chair, you'd want to do it again and again. But anyway, I did not notice it was a Poirot movie because I don't remember that guy. I haven't watched Death on the Nile. The last time I watched
I
the
liked it
train one,
okay. The train one's
Orient
not great.
Express, Murder on Orient Express. It's what is it? It was a very long time ago, so I didn't like recall. I don't remember what he looked like basically, right? So now that you guys are started mentioning that, I'm very surprised. Like this is not a well, it is a mystery, but like its horror aspect to it is surprising. I did not
Yeah.
expect that would be in the same universe. It's a bit like having Fast Furious 7 and what is it, The Conjuring in one universe because it's made by James Wan or something. But you know, so, so you know what I mean. So I did not expect that at all. Well, but other than that, it wasn't as scary as I thought. The trailer. I mean, like, yeah, the loud noises and all that, but like the ghost figures, as we will find out maybe once we watch the film, like they're not that scary.
I mean,
So
the ghost is literally just a woman in a
yeah,
dress,
it's just
kind
yeah,
of floating. There's
yeah,
no
just
scary makeup with it or anything. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And the one with Poirot in the mirror is just a girl with her hair a bit messy on the front.
Yeah.
No like blood
She
and makeup and
she
stuff.
she got the she just woke up kind of thing, kind of hair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She just like, or she just got out of the shower kind of hair.
Yeah. That makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. This was like, yeah, the ghosts were not scary. Yeah, I mean the sound effects, I guess, but trailer wise, I don't know. These just sounds.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
so
why it's very much looking like a Scooby Doo situation.
yeah. Now that you mention it, yeah, I think this is like a serious Scooby Doo kind of type film. Of like, you know what? That sounds quite interesting if it is the case, which I don't know. We don't know. The whole trailer is a mystery on its own.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Wait, Teguh, did you watch this?
No, I didn't
Trailer?
watch the trailer.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
Alright.
says a haunting.
I
I'm pretty
told
sure.
you. I
Yeah.
told you the premise.
Yeah, and then I
you're
asked,
like,
and then I
"I'm
asked Albert, and Albert was like, "Yeah, it's pretty scary." I'm like, "All right, we're skipping this one then."
Albert finds it scary. I'm the one who just said this. Like, it's not scary at all. This
I
is weird.
I just think it's very interesting because if someone goes into this movie without knowing it's a horror movie and they just think, oh, it's a sequel, Hercule Poirot is in the poster, let's watch it, and then it turns out to be a straight horror, it will throw them for a loop.
Good.
That is true.
It's a mystery that they will uncover themselves.
Oh no.
This is a surprise.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I looked up if Kenneth Branagh has done any horror movies. He has done Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which is a sci-fi horror movie based on obviously the Mary Shelley's Frankenstein story. So it's like the closest thing he's done to horror. And I looked at his filmography and I forgot how crazy weird his filmography is for directorial stuff. He's done a lot of Shakespeare stuff. Henry V, Much Ado About Nothing, Hamlet. He's done MCU stuff like Thor. He's worked with Disney in Cinderella and Artemis Fowl. He's done obviously the Three Murder on the Orient, the Three Hercule Poirot stuff. He did a Jack Ryan movie, Shadow Recruit. So like he's done all kinds of stuff, which is such a weird range of directing. So, yeah, interesting. And he's won he's won for Belfast too. So yeah,
He directed Artemis Fowl.
he did.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty
Man.
sure. I'm pretty sure that's a paycheck. I'm pretty sure that's a paycheck kind of direction. That is like I
Yeah,
make
I'm
money.
pretty sure.
Okay,
Any
what's his
money?
next film? He got an Oscar for Belfast, so he's like, you know what? I need money for Belfast. Hey Disney, can I direct a film for you? Give me all the cash so I can direct this Best Picture winning film the following year.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Sorry,
Alright,
not
this
Best
is,
Picture winning film. Original
what's the
screenplay.
thing? Death on the Nile and Murder on the Orient Express are like fun movies and good ones at it. So, yeah, definitely excited for this one. Especially since I like horror stuff. So this one's definitely up in my list to watch. When is it coming out again? 15th September, right? You said-
September. What's in the show notes? September 15. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Can't wait for this. Any other thoughts from you guys?
What if they in the film once they figure out the who the murderer is, they
Ooh-wee. Boing.
what if they say that? What do you think?
what? What? Oh,
Uh,
we.
I want the ghost to be the one saying that when he's like he appears at the
Jump
back.
scare?
Yeah, and I'm just he just no, just whispers. Ooh-wee. Boing.
That's scary. The chills, like goosebumps everywhere. I think, oh
Goosebumps
god.
everywhere.
And
Yeah,
Why
that
did
is
some
goosebump on you right there.
Poirot's mustache will all like rise up. Like the hair rise up is the mustache.
this is really
Yeah.
becoming Scooby Doo?
It's a twist. The
Yeah.
trailer is horror. The film is comedy. An even bigger twist. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
No, I guess we can move on to the next one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. I believe this is in someone's draft this year.
Albert's. It's Albert's stuff.
No, it's not my draft.
No, it's
Oh.
mine, you idiot. Shut up.
Oh, Avex. Yeah. Next goal wins. Yeah. The Taika Waititi.
YT.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Waititi.
Why? Yeah, that dude. Yeah, his movie. This was supposed to come out last year, but it didn't.
It
Yep.
didn't.
So, Avik, as the guy who drafted this, well, what's your thoughts on the trailer?
I should mention I traded this film for Creed 3, by the way.
Did you?
Sports film. I did.
Oh, you dropped Creed
Oh, you
3 and-
dropped
I
Creed
dropped
3. Yeah,
dropped
yeah,
Creed.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
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 dropped Creed 3 for this, right? Because you
Alright,
guys were
alright.
like, oh, I don't know though. He didn't direct the film before. now
True.
nobody gets Creed
That
3.
is true. Yeah, that's sad.
Should have been me last year. Should have been.
But yeah, the trailer, you know what? I enjoyed it thoroughly because it had the vibe of like one of those, you know, like Taika's like indie films, like Hunt for the Wilder People, kind of vibe. So it's quite, you know, so like it looks like it's gonna be quite funny. I think Albert mentioned like, oh, it's probably something similar to like Cool Running. So it's like a what is
Oh,
it? The
yeah.
film like about the film like about the sports
Jamaican
team.
bobsled. Yeah.
Yeah, the Jamaican bobsled. But this sounds like it's were they like Samoan soccer players? I guess that's what they
Yeah,
are.
I think so.
Yeah.
He did the
Oh,
haka
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did they?
So yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this might be like, you know, that type of films, like, you know, quite funny and maybe quite wholesome as well in the end. You know how, I don't know. I guess it makes also kind of makes sense with the title. Next goal wins. They just want to score a goal. Just one. Just one is a win, bro. Just one is a win.
Just
All
one
they
is a
need
win,
is
yeah.
one.
All they need is one. They could lose 130 and that's a win. And also, I like the part of the trailer. I like how Taika just keeps making fun of himself in correlation to the film. She's like
Yeah,
loser for
loser of-
best loser for what is it, Jojo Rabbit? Best loser
the
for
loser
Love and
for
Thunder.
the loser for best picture Jojo Rabbit, and it's even better because it's the loser for Teen Choice Award. I'm like, oh my god, they put the Teen Choice. Okay, you know what? What is worse, losing in a Teen's Choice Award or losing in the Oscars? I don't know what's worse.
I think they're both equally painful. That's why he put them there specifically.
Because one is like, okay, wow, you got the praise for an Oscar nomination. Yes, you get your hopes up, but then you lose, so it hurts more. But at the same time, losing a Teen's Choice Award is just sad. So I don't know what's worse.
Well, that's good then. It conveys the idea that this story is about a team of losers, right? And the director is showing his greatest defeats, I suppose. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fair enough. I mean, Jojo Rabbit
Oh,
is a
no,
good film,
actually,
but it's fair
that's
enough that
smart.
Thor,
Yeah.
but Thor: Love and Thunder, you have to admit, it was pretty crappy compared to the other Thor movies at the very least. Actually, no, even
I mean, it's
actually,
still
it's
better
equal
than
to
the first one. I mean,
don't know.
it's still
The
better
second
than the
one.
first and second one, I think.
But yeah, so like that's kind of it was his biggest L basically for Taika Waititi, though, not gonna lie.
Fair,
So I guess it's
fair.
yeah. So you know what? Yeah, I think it was kind of like a both funny and smart thing that you did that with the trailer intro. And but yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this film. Will it be better than Creed 3? I don't know, probably not, but not gonna lie, it's Creed 3 is a very high standard anyway, so like even if it is not as good, it's still pretty good.
I mean, also Creed 3 is some form of a like drama as well, kinda. So I
Yeah.
feel like people gonna praise it more than a comedy.
Yeah, yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing: watching next goal wins, I'm like, this is so relatable to me because I suck at playing at FIFA. Last time I played FIFA against my cousin, I lost 15-0 in one half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's about how it went. Yeah.
In one half. So if we play a second half, the score will probably be the same as the one in the trailer, like 30-0. Yeah, so I'm like, this is weirdly relatable.
Yeah.
But yeah, the trailer is Fassbender, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Michael
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fassbender.
I don't know. He seems fun to be there. He's called a lost little white boy. That's kind of funny.
Goes to the white boy at the mall.
Yeah, at
That
the
line,
mall.
that line
like
is so
that.
that line is so good.
And it's like, and his reaction is like, what? But yeah, overall, the trailer just looks a lot of fun. It, yeah. I don't know. It reminds me of like one of those feel good movie kind of. I was thinking more of because I haven't watched the bobsled one, right? So I
Cool
was
Runnings.
thinking
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
the cool runnings. Yeah.
what is it? Peanut butter or something.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah, I don't know. It reminds me of that. But yeah. So yeah, I don't have much to say about it other than yeah, the trailer looks great. Michael Fence, the Fassbender, and I don't know, um, just the whole I don't know soccer player thing. I guess pretty funny with the whole like gags and stuff. But yeah, looking forward to it for sure. Yeah. How about you, Tegu?
I was actually quite interested in this. Like I watched it. It looks really fun. You know. I think I would like the humor. As well.
Mhm.
And yeah, and I understand nothing about soccer, so I might actually learn a thing or two from this movie.
Probably might not because they're the bad team. Remember?
Hey,
Hey, I mean,
the worst, the
Oh,
worst
they
team is
learn,
still
right? They
better
learn.
than me.
Oh,
hey,
yeah, they
No,
learn.
after
it's okay,
watching this
I'm
movie,
learning with them. See,
Oh yeah.
it's a journey that the audience me gets to enjoy as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Maybe.
you learn football with them, soccer, whatever.
after watching this movie, I'm gonna be able to score one goal in FIFA.
One goal. You'll still lose. You'll still lose
I'll still
terribly, but
lose, but I'll
you
still,
scored one goal.
Yep, that's the
All
goal.
that matters.
Alright, yeah, go on, go.
Yeah, no, that's it. So
Okay,
I'm
Okay.
looking forward to it.
Alright, Albert, what about you? Who
Yeah. First of all, yeah, Ariq drafted this. Kelvin drafted this last year, did he? Did you?
I did, yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
it
did
didn't
one of the
come
films
out.
that didn't come out
Yeah.
today.
Ew.
But yeah, no, this film, yeah, it feels like a. I mean, the first impression is again Taika going into a smaller film, kind of refreshing. I like that, and I like again the Taika humor works for me in this trailer, especially just from the title card alone was good enough for me. When it goes
That's
the
true.
loser of Jojo Rabbit of
Yeah.
Oscar Jojo Rabbit, I had to rewind for a bit. Like, did I just saw that right? Did he say the loser? Like I've never seen that before. So that's good, and then like the jokes and everything, how yeah, they cannot even score a goal, and there's a sequence where someone kicked the ball and it bounced into multiple people's
Yeah.
head and just didn't go in.
Pinball, like,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
That's such a Taika humor, and I'm like, okay, that's great. I'm looking forward to this. And yeah, it does, like you said, the feel good vibe. Yeah, that is true. It also gives me like maybe Eddie the Eagle kind of vibes a little bit as well, as underdog kind of thing. And I had to, because they mentioned like based on the real story. I had to look it up. How accurate was this? So it's based on a documentary of the same name called Next Goal Wins 2014. And yeah, this Samoa team lost 31-0 to Australia. You know how hard it is to score 31 goals in a soccer game? And they did it? That means, oh my god, that is an awful team.
It's literally one goal every 3 minutes.
That is insane. Actually, I want to see this. I want to see the score sheet of that. But yeah, it's the worst loss in international football history. And yeah, and they want to qualify for the 2014 FIFA World Cup, which they obviously didn't qualify because they wasn't in the FIFA World Cup.
Oh, but
Um,
spoilers.
oh, I mean, it already happened in real life, but yeah,
Yeah.
No, spoilers.
Spoilers, Albert.
but yeah, also the team they have 38 consecutive defeats in real life, so that is like a lot of defeats.
That's a lot.
I don't know if they'll cover that in the film or not, but yeah, that is very interesting. That again, this is a real story and everything. So it's gonna be an underdog, feel good vibe. I feel like, and um, Michael Fassbender, he really has had a rough patch of films. Like the last film that I would consider good, like actually like a good for him, like great level, is Steve Jobs 2015. And also
Mm.
there's a Future Fast 2014. Because after that, he's got either a mix of mid or like not great films. X-Men Apocalypse, The Light Between Oceans, I haven't seen that. Trespass Against Us, I haven't seen that. Assassin's Creed, awful.
Awful.
Song to Song, I haven't seen that. Alien Covenant is very mid. The Snowman, I heard, is awful. And Dark Phoenix, and then that was 2019. And then now he's going to be in two films this year, Night Go Wins and The Killer, which I think Teguh drafted. Or someone did.
Oh, yeah,
I
The
don't know. Or,
Killer
or
did.
wait, no one did. I don't think anyone did draft The Killer.
I don't remember.
Because we
That's
were
the movie that got canceled like twice, right? Not canceled, but delayed for like 2 years.
It got delayed last year, so I think none of us drafted it this year because we were skeptical of it. But yeah, that's David Fincher.
Yeah, David Fincher.
So yeah, maybe he's gonna get two good films this year after a slate of not so great films. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. But yeah, by the way, the score sheet of the 31-0, it's insane. This guy named Archie Gerald Thompson scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He scored 13 times against the Samoa team.
Wow, well, has to be a
Wow.
good day for him.
And David Allen Zdrillik scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He scored 8 times. Usually in a regular match, 8 times is like the top scorer for the game. Nope, Thompson scored 13. Yeah, that's insane.
8 times, dude. Mbappe scored 3. He was the top scorer of last year.
7 people scored total in the game. So yeah,
That's
that is
messed up.
insane.
31.
Yeah, wild.
Insane.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I guess that's it, right? For no other thoughts on next goal wins.
Um,
Very good. Very excited for
really.
it.
When
Yeah,
is it
looking
coming out
forward.
again? November
November-
17th. Yeah.
Yeah, very long.
Yeah.
Still a while. All right.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
delayed. It was supposed to be April this year, and then now
Oh.
they move it back. So
Oh,
I
that's
have a
far back.
feeling. I have a feeling because last year it's supposed to be November 7th. It's supposed to be September last year. So
Yeah.
they're probably aiming for that Oscars, the award season. They're like, all right, this is probably a good film. We might get some award buzz. And then maybe they lost faith or something and they put it in April to make it a summer movie. But now it seems like they have faith again because they put it at the end of the year where there's going to be award season again. So I don't know. So we'll see.
Ban banget sih.
Yeah.
So someone's very unsure with this film. You know what? It's fine. I'm still excited for it.
I'm,
regardless.
I'm
Not a good
excited.
sign.
I'm
Not a
excited.
good
Not a
sign?
good sign, but
Question
I'm
mark?
still excited for it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. I guess we should move on to the next trailer, which is also a movie coming out on November. Yeah. 5 days after Next Goal Wins, Disney's Wish.
It's not just on November. It's also on my draft.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead,
Why is
Ariq.
Albert angry? All right.
I wanted
Disney's
to. I
Wish.
remember I wanted to pick.
I still have
Wish,
Spider Verse, so I'm fine. But
Yeah,
I'm
Spider-Verse is
upset
fine,
that you
yeah.
took it.
Fair enough. All
Alright,
right.
yeah, go on.
So
Thoughts?
Wish. I think I was a bit unsure of it at first because there was literally nothing when we first picked it back in January.
Yeah.
There's no
Only arts. We saw like
We
concept arts.
concept art. I
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
concept arts and all that. But now seeing it, I'm genuinely even more excited now because okay, first of all, the animation, it's classic. It's like classic Disney. It literally looks more like 2D art, painted art, sort of like the typical 3D Frozen Moana kind of type. So
Yeah.
it's kind of it's somewhat of a throwback, but also like a fresh new type of animation. So that's really creative. I really like that. And secondly, it seems like there is an actual villain in here. It's not just like a find your way kind of shit type of
Mm-hmm.
film. I don't remember. Like
Find your way,
so
Moana.
yeah, that I was thinking about that. That's why, because technically there's no villain in that movie, right? I mean,
I mean, there is
No
that
way.
giant lady,
Tekka.
she
giant
was.
fiery
Just
lady.
a feety. Yeah.
Well, she's not evil. She's just pissed. She's just a bit
Yeah, and that makes
upset.
her evil.
But this one is just like it seems like there's a genuine villain. Something about like all these wish can be yours if you give me something. I don't remember what he said. But it seems like there's like a genuine villain in here, so that's very cool. That's something I actually have hope for in this film now because they have actually like yeah, just an actual villain in there. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty sure I have hope for this one. I know Disney has been making stinkers lately, but honest,
See?
well, when I meant
Um,
stinkers, I meant like they're not on par with what they used to be back then. You get it? You get it? You understand?
like the '90s
Oh,
era.
Yeah, or something like
but
anything like
Moana is
before, like
good.
yeah, like Moana or before, like anything like
Wait,
Moana or
heads.
before. It's not as good as those anymore. Like
All right,
Raya is not
let's.
as good as Moana. Come on, sucks.
I mean,
It
No,
wasn't suck. It
yeah,
was just okay.
but
but
it wasn't. It wasn't
I
awful.
wouldn't say Moana is like awful or anything.
All
No,
right, so
Moana's not
okay,
awful, but anything
here's the
before it,
last couple
anything
films
after it,
from Disney.
yeah,
Strange World. Did you guys end up seeing that?
I
I
didn't see
did.
it.
It's
I
okay.
heard it.
It's
I heard it
okay.
was
I
shit.
haven't.
I heard it was shit. All right,
It's all right.
go on.
It's fine. It's alright.
Encanto. I
It was
like
okay.
That
Encanto.
one's good.
I like
That one's
Encanto.
good. Yeah.
It was decent. It was decently good.
Yeah.
Go on.
Raya and the Last
Raya,
Dragon.
no.
Yeah, no,
No,
we don't have to talk about that.
no.
Frozen 2.
I haven't watched it.
That one's mid.
I like Frozen 2. Ralph Breaks the Internet. That one's
No,
mid.
it's
That one's
mid.
fun.
That
That
one's
one's
mid.
fun.
Okay. Moana.
That one's good.
That was
That's
good.
good.
Okay, so
That's
that's
good.
that's
Yeah.
that's the first. That's the Moana is the one that all of us have consensus that it's good. Out of
Yeah.
the other one have been mixed. So yeah.
Yeah, this is what I
Then
meant. This is
Zootopia,
gonna be
Big
like
Hero 6, Frozen.
this is like the good one since Moana is what I'm trying to say for Disney
Fair.
Wish, or is what I'm
Fair
feeling
enough,
it's
yeah.
gonna be,
Mhm.
or it's what I wish it's going to be, because I have it in my
Well,
draft and I want it to win.
Well, Avik is competitive.
Or part of me also just wants to watch like an actual like great
I just
Disney
want to
film
watch a good
since
movie.
they're yeah, because like the rest we've got is like yeah we said it's like it's just like mid-ish kind of okay good rather than something spectacular, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for it, I guess.
Alright.
Very good.
Albert, thoughts?
Yeah, this looks great. I know with the concept art and when we talked about it with the D23 news and everything, that this is going to be a mix of like watercolor style along with the watercolor style along with like the hand drawn, maybe a little bit CG animation. So I was very confused by that when they pitched it. But seeing the movie, it looks cool. I think it's gonna work. I'm excited for it that they're experimenting with that animation and not just the same style of animation that they've been doing in the past. With
Yeah,
this,
it's
with
shell
this,
shaded, right?
is that what it is? I don't know what it's called.
Like it's
It
like
is like
3D, but it has like
Hong
the outlines, right?
Are we
Yeah,
talking
sorta.
about?
Yeah.
Are you saying like the older Disney films, like
No, no,
or
no.
late
Wish,
2010s?
wish, 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 wish.
Oh, Wish. Yeah. There's like the shell shaded with the again the watercolor style. I like that a lot. The music that they tease in the trailer is already very good. I like where the music is going. And Ariana DeBose can sing from a West Side Story, and she's a Broadway performer, so I know she can sing. So that's gonna be good. Yeah, Alan Tudyk is the voice of the goat. I didn't realize that until I look it up. That's great. He's the voice of every animal in Disney at this point, and I think this might be the one of the few that actually talks in terms of animal. So looking forward to that. Chris Pine plays the king, who I think is the villain. Most likely is the villain, which is funny because this is the same premise as Wonder Woman 1984, which Chris Pine is in. The only difference is Chris Pine is now the villain. If anything, Pedro Pascal role, because it's literally about I give you a wish, you give me something back. It seems like that's
Oh, yeah.
it seems like that premise, so that he's in this film as well. It's an interesting observation that I made. There you go.
We are about to have some inspiring speech as the main character is sitting down on the floor in this movie.
I read out.
Announce my wish. Uh,
I read out my wish.
but the music is great, animation is great. Director is Chris Buck, who I believe did Frozen. Yeah, he did Frozen. He did Frozen 2, obviously. He did Surf's Up. Oh shoot, I didn't know that. Okay, that's good. He did Tarzan.
Ooh.
So yeah, and he's an animator and a lot of stuff. My only issue with this film, and it's not really an issue, is the title. Because if you look up Disney Wish, the first thing that's gonna come up is the cruise. Because that is the name of their cruise ship. Disney have a line of cruise, if you guys don't know, like a travel cruise, and it's called Disney Wish. So if you look up Disney Wish, you're just gonna find a cruise. It's gonna, it's a very interesting title for marketing that they decide to do this, because it's not gonna be an easy search. So yeah,
They're gonna change the name of that cruise.
you think they're gonna change the name of the cruise? This reminds me of like, do you guys know the theory of why they name it Frozen?
Oh yeah, so that when people type Frozen, the search result for like Walt Disney's head.
Yeah,
Like
if they
being
someone type down Disney
frozen.
Frozen, it won't
Yeah.
the first search won't be Walt Disney's Frozen head anymore.
Yeah.
It's like a theory that that's why they call it Frozen. So yeah, this reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I think the trailer looks great. We've already talked about the style of animation, which looks nice. Yeah. Alan Tudyk finally getting to speak as an animal, that's kind of well earned at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than I'm quite excited for this. The visuals just looks beautiful so far with all especially around the end kind of thing when they're showing a lot of the blue balls thing and then the and just
Blue
environment
balls.
all around. It looks so good. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say on that one. How about you, Tugu?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit more excited than this than I normally would be because I just went to Disney again, like Disney see last
Tugu
week.
is
So
flexing
like
so hard.
I went to
flexing on
Disney
Albert.
Sea.
No, but like no, because like I was watching it, and I just reminded me of like Disney Sea. I was like, damn, I want to go again. So all it did was succeed in making me want to go to Disney Sea again, but not really watch the movie. So I don't
What's the
know.
movie in Disney Sea?
Oh,
While in the
yeah.
queue, you're in the queue, two
Yeah,
two
well
hour
in the
queue.
queue,
You know,
yeah.
Well, that's
considering
full
how
of Disney
long the
Plus.
queues are, I might as well. You know.
Yeah.
Dude, you might as well just step it up. Watch Wish on Disney Wish.
Ooh.
You actually watch it on the cruise ship.
I wish
Yeah.
upon wish.
Yeah. I'm still not too sure what the villain does. I'm like, what does he do? Like, does he
He takes
steal
wishes.
He
wishes,
grants
or
he
is he
grants
like,
them wishes. Seems like.
yeah, or is
Yeah,
it like, yeah,
he
that's
grants
does he
some
steal
wishes,
wishes, or does it like, it's like, what's it called? What? It's like the
The what?
what did I
Or is
say
it? Are you
this?
thinking of Rumpelstiltskin with his contract or what?
Something
Yeah, I was
like that.
thinking
Oh.
of
Like
that.
there's this. Well, I'm trying to think. There's this like, mm, what did I watch?
Is it animated?
Transporter. Is there Jason Statham? Is he gonna
No,
grant
no,
wishes?
no.
Did Jason Statham transport some wishes?
Like I just remember like this analogy about like the monkey, like the monkey that grants
What?
wishes,
See
like
no
one
evil,
hand
do
gives
no
and one
evil.
hand takes, something like that.
Oh. Oh.
I'm
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
not
Yeah,
sure.
I'm pretty sure
I
it's.
guess it's like Wonder Woman 1984. You get a wish, but something else gets taken from you.
Yeah.
Did you really want to say that without mentioning Wonder Woman 1984? Because you hate
As
that
much
film
as
so
possible.
much. Yeah. I just want to mention that part, but I don't want to mention the Wonder Woman. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, or is it something like that, right? I'm
Is
just
it
curious about
called
that.
is it called the monkey's paw? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, the monkey's paw. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay. I literally googled a monkey give a wish and take one back movie. This is the monkey's paw.
Monkey paw.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. This
I don't know. What is it, Bert?
a person named David Metzger is composing the music. I've never heard of him, and I'm pretty in tune with Disney composers. Apparently, he orchestrated the "When You Wish Upon a Star" in the 2006 logo. The na-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh,
So
what?
Oh,
That one? Damn.
he didn't create it. He composed that
Integrated, yeah.
version.
Supposed to, yeah.
So he's an orchestrator. He does a lot of orchestra. He worked on WandaVision a little bit. He's not the main composer, obviously, because that's Christoph Beck. But like he worked on a lot of composition for TV and movie, and this is like his first big role as a composer. So that's exciting for him. But yeah, this film is very heavily marketed as the Disney 100th anniversary movie.
yep,
So if it's a bad film, that's not a great look. It's a lot of
yep.
pressure on this film to actually be great.
This movie has must be good. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
It
must
must
be good
be
film.
good. Yeah. It can't be mid. It can't be bad. It must be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer
we'll see
Lee,
how
the
it
writer
is.
of Frozen, is writing this film, so
So,
we'll see about that. I like that. So yeah, we'll see.
yeah,
But yeah,
on the like the premiere screening on the red carpet, like when it's public the first time, the whole cast will be like on life support just to see if they should be happy or not with
yeah.
the result.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a double-edged sword in the marketing, right? Because like people's
Yeah,
gonna be like,
it
okay,
is.
it's 100 anniversary, we gotta see this. But at the same time, it's like they're putting a lot of pressure on themselves.
Yeah, if they didn't, yeah, if it doesn't deliver. Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Man,
we just
I
have to
feel
see.
I feel bad for whatever is gonna be the 100th movie of Walt Disney Studios. Because this is the
How many
62nd
movies do
movie.
you have now?
This is the 62nd.
62nd.
So yeah,
So we still have what,
Mhm.
38
40.
more movies?
Yeah, 30 something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. So that's our thoughts on Disney's Wish trailer. Coming out, was it 22nd November? So it's still
Yep.
still a long time. Yeah.
Still a long time.
Anyway, from the wonderful magical world of Disney, let's jump
Whoa!
into the jungle. Rise of the Beast.
Right. What do you have to say it? What do you have to say it like Mr. Beast?
Yeah,
So much
Transformers.
hype behind that.
Oh wait, it's Beats. I
Rise of
typed
the
out Beats.
Shit, Dr.
By
Dre
Dre.
Dr. Dre becomes a transformer.
I wrote down Rise of the Beats. Let me
If there is a
Okay, yeah, real
biopic,
quick.
if there's a biopic about Dr. Dre, it's
About
like
Dr. Dre, you have to call
it
it
should be
Rise of
titled
the
Rise of the
Beats.
Beats.
Rise of the Beats.
That's low-key a good title.
It's like, yo, we gotta watch Rise of the Beats. Let's go.
Did you say Rise of the Beast or Rise of the Beats?
Mm.
Hmm.
Is that how you write Beast? Yeah,
Yes,
it is.
yes.
Yeah,
Beast.
yeah. Alright.
Um,
Alright, Teguh, you have this in your draft. So you go ahead, Teguh.
It looks great. I like mostly the action scenes were really cool. I liked how Unicron was actually like a planet-eating planet now instead of whatever the hell
Whatever
they
the
tried
fifth
to do
one.
with it.
Whatever the fifth one was. Whatever the fifth one was.
I mentioned this on the before the show started, but my only gripe with it was I didn't like how Optimus's face looked.
I don't get what you mean by that. It looks pretty.
His mouth, his mouth.
His
watch
mouth
His
was
mouth
a
this scene
bit
again.
without the guard, without the mouth guard.
It
Uh.
felt a bit off.
Alright, I guess.
Also, I'm pretty sure I saw a Nissan Skyline in there, so I got pretty hyped up.
Oh, you did
That's all you
not. I'm
need.
watching it.
Well, all I know is I saw a tuned up car.
Okay.
And then yeah, so I was not expecting. That was Michelle Yeoh, right?
Michelle Yeoh.
The
She's
eagle,
the
yeah,
she's the
she's playing
Yeah, I was not
Yeah.
expecting that.
Wait, she's in this?
Yeah.
this,
yeah. Don't you didn't recognize the voice? I was like, oh, that's
No.
Michelle Yeoh. As soon as I heard the
Wait,
voice,
she's
I was
the
like,
bird?
yeah.
the voice of the bird,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Brr.
Didn't realize that. Alright.
Off guard.
She's in everything. Good for her.
Yeah, that's a skyline, Ariq. I'm looking at it.
Wait, no, oh, no, this is what I meant by
At what
Teguh
at
doesn't
what
like the
second is it?
face.
Oh, that one. Okay, because I was looking at a
me
different
see.
frame. I'm looking at frame 1 minute 51, and it doesn't look bad.
It's
Uh,
like this face
Oh,
of
okay,
Optimus
that
without his
face.
guard. Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
yeah.
Teguh did not like that.
It looked like
It
he
looks
has a
like he
small
has-
mustache.
I was gonna say it looks like he has a
No,
big
it's like no, it's like he has the gorilla nose.
Gorilla
Huh?
nose.
Oh, I guess I can see it. I was thinking more of a beak, but
Where's the one where
Like-
he had the mask and we just
The one with
I
the
got
mask,
it.
he still
one,
looks.
one, go one,
There.
go one.
Yeah,
that
Oh,
I
yes, you can
like.
see it.
Go to
That
the
I
The
one.
mask-
good.
Go to the 1 minute 50 mark.
He still looks like the classic kind of Optimus, so that's good.
Oh, like this one.
Because he masked
Yeah,
up
this
in
one
this
wasn't
scene, and
as
it doesn't look bad during the mask up sequence.
Yeah,
it doesn't
this
look
sequence
as
doesn't
bad
look too
here.
bad.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, that's why I was
rough.
kind of like,
Ariq, 101.
Oh, we have to search the car.
It,
That's not a skyline.
No, 101.
I'm sorry. Oh,
There,
this
yeah,
this
there,
car.
there, there.
This.
That's
Yeah,
an
okay.
R3.
oh, the one that got
Two.
screwed.
Yeah.
I know,
Oh, got
which
there.
I was like, oh, and then it got hooked. I'm like, what? No.
Okay, I see it. All right. Very cool. Yeah. See now, there's a
Yeah,
trailer breakdown.
Yeah,
But yeah, it looks fun. 1994 as well is an interesting year, I guess. You know, well, what happened in 1994? I'm gonna Google this.
10 years after Wonder Woman.
I'm sorry, what?
Wonder Woman 84.
That's all I can think of. That's all I can think of.
Is there any significant world events in 1994?
I don't even know when the
yeah,
Bumblebee.
NAFTA was established. The
I don't
North
even know when
American Free
Bumblebee
Trade
was.
Agreement.
set.
Unicron was
Bumblebee-
attacking Earth. That's
Well,
significant.
I
Albert.
don't think Bumblebee ever established a year. I
He said
know it's in
90s,
the.
but they never.
I'm
is it
pretty sure
80s
it's
or
I'm pretty
90s?
sure it's 80s. Okay, wait. Okay, based on
really?
Wikipedia, it's 1987. I was about to say I know it's after
Oh, wow,
85 because Breakfast Club is already out. So it's 87.
Okay, that is a significant time jump, I guess. Well, not very significant, but
7
some.
years.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah.
In June
Yeah.
15th. Hey, 1994, June 15, The Lion King was released.
Oh, okay. The
Mm.
perfect time for Unicron to invade Earth.
I
was-
was
it
about
was
I was
really-
about to say
No. Ariq. And that line of logic, you know what also happened on that exact same day?
One.
Israel and the Vatican established full diplomatic relations.
What-
And
oh
then
my
Unicron
God, we-
came.
Yeah,
What-
I was
what a
about to
weird
say,
protocol.
is there like a real life event that happened that they probably gonna try to, all right, you know what, they're gonna tie it in to the Transformers lore, like what they did in the Transformer 5th film.
Jeff Bezos founded Amazon.
Oh. So someone no, okay, so what happened is someone accidentally ordered a Unicron from Amazon.
Someone wanted to order a unicorn.
Okay, Jason Statham transported the wrong robot. We're going so far off.
I'm trying to see what else.
Alright. Yeah,
Apparently Haiti
Uh,
was invaded.
that's not good.
by
Is the,
the
is the final
Americans.
battle is the final battle in the Rise of the Beast in Haiti?
I don't know.
It didn't look
Well,
like it. It was full of
Didn't look
desert.
like it, yeah.
It was full
In
of desert and
November,
scorpions.
Ronald Reagan officially released a letter that stated he has Alzheimer's.
Well, is
So
Unicron then,
maybe
because-
he forgot to notify the world that Unicron is coming.
Oh my god.
Oh, he has Alzheimer's. That's why. It's like I remembered something, but I forgot what
Oh
it
no
was.
no! I know what happened. December 3, Sony released the PlayStation.
Oh, that became the first Transformer. Right?
That became the.
Alright, let's get back to
Unicron.
the trailer.
We got so far, yeah, deep inside it.
What happened in
Mirror.
1994? Yeah. Yeah. Any other thoughts to go on this? Before we move on.
Yeah,
to the
I
other-
just want to agree with Star Machine right here. This is probably the most Transformers trailer I've ever seen.
Mm.
Like knowing how the animated series was, It feels a lot like truer to the animated series, and just a lot more Transformers.
I didn't know you watched the
Um,
animated series.
only like a few episodes. I'm just aware of it.
Gotcha.
All right.
But my only other, I guess, I don't know if it's complaint, but like there's something I noticed is that the animals look really realistic, but like the Autobots look very true to the animated series, and there's kind of a gap there.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
just like,
agree with you there. I noticed that too.
but yeah. I don't know how I feel about that just yet. We'll see.
All right. Yeah.
Uh,
I'm not too familiar with the whole what's the name how it looks back then. I guess I never rewatched it. But yeah. I'm just excited to see the whole. I don't know their names. The rhinos, the gorillas, the birds, and the tigers thing like fighting. I feel like that's gonna be fun to just to see monkey go monkey, you know. So
Monkey go
we'll see on
monkey.
that. And I kind of want to see.
Wait,
I don't know. I don't know how they look. I don't know how the animals look as their
w-
robot form. So I'm kind of.
is
Yeah.
this was it Kelvin when we played Overwatch 2 and you
What
played
is it?
Winston?
Okay.
I don't remember who it was, but I remember saying like, how do you play Winston? Jump in, ooga booga, jump out. Repeat.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's just Winston. He's gonna jump in, ooga booga, and then
Gabuga,
jump out.
jump out.
Jump out.
Rinse and repeat. That's all you need to do. Yeah. So yeah. Looking forward to that. I still find the lady transformer. I don't know the name. The one in the
RC?
pink.
RC.
Yeah,
RC.
yeah. I still find her. I still find that robot to be very off. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because of the
The
color or
design?
like the design. I don't know because
Because
she
she's
just
small.
looks
Because
so
she's small and thin.
futuristic.
Oh, okay. I thought you was about to say because she looks
I mean, like
smaller than life.
everyone is futuristic. I mean, they're robots, but I don't know. Her
Are
in
aliens?
particular
I
stands
think
out.
it's her. No, I think it's her face because they're
Her face, right?
She's
Very.
She's it's very human-like compared to the other
Yeah, yeah,
robots. I know what
yeah.
Yeah,
you.
Could
Yeah,
be that.
like in the show as well. Yeah.
yeah. The show
Yeah,
as
I
well is
know.
also like that. Yeah.
I know they're full. Yeah, the design for the Transformers, I'm sure they're following the classic one. I mean, judging from the Optimus, how Optimus Prime look in this one,
Yeah.
especially with the mouth guard. You know, that looks cool.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, Bumblebee in that one shot, I forgot where the one is jumping out of the
when he's
plane?
skydiving, yeah.
Question mark? Yeah, skydiving. That looks cool
Yeah.
with the how his like mask like comes
Yeah,
off
his
and
mask
just
goes
like
down and he just
yeah,
starts
yeah,
shooting
yeah,
things.
start
Yeah,
shooting
I really
things.
like that.
Yeah, Bumblebee looks great in this one. So yeah,
Yeah.
and the rest of the cast as well for the voice actors, yeah, of course they're good. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much that. I guess we haven't seen the Beast transform into the robots yet, right?
We saw
Or did I
one of
miss
them in
that?
the original teaser some time ago.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Well, I don't remember
Yeah.
that. Oh, yeah. All right. How about Albert? Your thoughts?
This trailer actually gave me a little bit of hope. I kind of like the direction. I didn't like the teaser. I thought their teaser was not great. And also, I
It's
didn't
a
like their
Porsche.
I didn't like their promotional Porsche team up thing that they did. I was like, this is weird. I don't like this. But this trailer, the official trailer, actually give me a little bit of hope. I think they're really gonna rely heavily on the a little bit of nostalgia with the design from the animated series. Um, and the fact that it's Unicron, it's going to be huge because yeah,
It's Galactus of the
it's the Galactus
Transformers.
pretty much. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
devour planets. So we'll see that. We'll see obviously the animals. By the way, the animal's name, the gorilla is called Optimus Primal. The Falcon, voiced by Michelle Yeoh, is called Air Razor. David Sobolov, who's voicing the Rhino, is called Rhinox, and
Mhm.
the cheetah is called Cheetor.
That's gonna be called Cheetos or something.
Cheetor,
Cheetos.
Rhinox, Air Razor, and Optimus Primal.
Cheetos.
Yeah, and obviously there's no Decepticons in this film, so that's new. But they're gonna have Terracons, which is sort of the equivalent, I guess, sort of like minions of Unicron, according to Wikipedia. So we'll see that. And the voice actor for all of these sounds, Dinklage is gonna play one of the villains, so that's interesting. Peter Dinklage.
He, p-
We're not,
he plays the planet-sized.
we're not
What is
big,
it?
No, no,
we're
no.
not placed
Unicron.
No,
big
no.
characters.
He
That's
plays
what
he
he does.
plays he plays I cannot say this name.
Scourge, is it?
Scourge. Scourge. Okay.
Scourge, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
That's the
trophy
one.
hunter.
He's the one you see coming out of the water in the middle. That's a
Uh,
badass robot for Peter Dinklage, you know.
yeah.
where?
Uh,
Show me.
I forgot what.
yeah. I'm not sure.
Uh,
I'm not sure which scene it is.
Alright,
Oh, okay. The one that comes out of the water. With, okay.
The one that
yeah,
comes out of the water. He's the one in the center.
in the
yeah.
city. 1 minute 11 second mark.
Alright.
But yeah, Coleman Domingo is voicing Unicron. He's a very famous. I've never seen his work, I think, but I've known that name. And he's a very famous Broadway actor, TV actor as well. And I'm pretty
For
sure
this
he have
one.
a good voice. So I would assume that's the reason why they got him.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
Peter
nice.
Dinklage. That's Peter Dinklage. Yeah, he got big.
Ooh,
Big
yeah.
boy.
It's a robot. But I mean, again, I think it looks good. The one shot at the end looks awesome.
Mhm.
And because of I just watched part of the first Transformers movie, comparing some of the action sequence in that film with what I'm seeing in this, it looks. How do I say it? It looks more cohesive in this trailer because I can actually see what's going on and not just explosion everywhere
Oh,
like in
that's
the
true.
first
Yeah, that's true.
Transformer movie. Like the first Transformer movie rely heavily on the special effects of the explosions and the set pieces, and this one I can actually see who's fighting who. They all have distinct look to them, which is nice. And I also like the color grading a little bit on this one as well. And yeah, again, the Unicron does remind me because I just watched the animated movie for the first time. I've never seen the show, but I watched the animated movie, and the fact that it's Unicron and the whole thing, it reminds me of that. So yeah, we'll see.
Unicron does looks cool though in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if he will transform to his robot version like in the animated
mean-
movie or not.
He's got it. He's got it, right?
It'd be pretty cool
I
though. It's
mean-
like seeing
I mean-
Galactus.
It's Transformers. What are they if they don't transform? You know?
Well, they're
Fair.
formers.
They're just formers.
Just formers.
They're just
Oh my
trans.
God.
They're just form.
They're just trans. What?
Whoa, that's a.
Mm-mm.
It's a joke, guys. It's a joke.
Oh man.
No, I guess he's part of terraformers. So he's just Terra. He's just Earth. Soil.
Terraformers. Yeah, soil
Yeah.
former. Yeah, fair enough.
I'm still skeptical, but I'm more interested than before.
I mean, it is a Transformer movie. So it's not, it's one of those like Fast and Furious. It's just for enjoyment. You don't have to think too hard about this.
Talking about which, did you guys know they just released this? They just released this news as well. They're making an animated Transformers movie. I don't think it's canon to this timeline or whatever because this is a sequel to Bumblebee. They officially said it, and I still don't know if it's in the same timeline as the Michael Bay film. I would think not. But they're making an animated film. They call it Transformers One, which is supposed to be an origin movie, and the voice cast is weird.
Okay.
Okay.
Optimus Prime is being voiced by Chris Hemsworth.
Oh wow.
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not a fan of that. Brian Tyree Henry voicing Megatron.
Hey.
Scarlett Johansson voicing her. I've never heard of this character. Elita is literally spelled Elita. E-L-I-T-A.
That's one of RC's.
That's our friend.
No, RC has like multiple sisters. That's one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
ScarJo
Alita.
is voicing that.
Yeah.
Keegan Michael Key is voicing Bumblebee.
Okay.
This is the
Alright.
only one. This is the
He's-
only one that I like. John Hamm as Sentinel Prime, and Lawrence Fishburne, who have a great voice. He's voicing Alpha Trion, who I don't know who Alpha Trion is.
I don't know who that is.
The last two voice casting, I kind of like, but Keegan Michael Key as Bumblebee is weird. Chris
Yeah.
Hemsworth as Optimus Prime is the weirdest, and ScarJo is Alita. I don't know who that is, but she's done AI before. She's done multiple AIs or robots. She should be fine. And Brian Tyree Henry as Megatron is interesting as well because I don't see his voice as a Megatron voice. So yeah. So
Yeah, they're just going for. I feel like they're just going for the big names. This one.
they are.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't really care if it's gonna be good or not.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, that's it.
I guess that's that for what is this called?
Right.
Rise
Rise of
Rise
the
of
Beats.
Rise of the
Beats.
Beats.
Rise
Yeah.
of the
Beats.
Beats.
All right. Now moving on to the final trailer that we got. Is that Hunger Games one with the very long title? I'm not bothered to say
Ballad,
it.
the Ballad of Songbird and
Oh
Snakes.
shit.
Snakes,
Yeah, this
snakes and
one's long.
songbird. Songbird and snakes.
Too
Songbird and
long,
Snakes.
man. Like
Songbird
shorten
and
it.
snakes.
Shorten it like Hunger Games, Birds and Snakes.
Still pretty long.
That's so lame. That's so lame, though.
Not only that,
Bird and
it's
snakes.
still pretty long too.
I
Birds and
like
snakes.
I like that they use the word ballad in it. I don't know a lot of movies that have the word ballad in the title.
Is that impressive?
Yeah, is
I
that
don't know.
impressive?
It
Albert?
sounds cool, does it not?
It's alright, I
Ballad.
guess.
It's just another word for
The Ballad of Buster
Concert.
Scruggs, the Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby,
I
and
mean,
the other
yeah,
ones. They're not
then
that
just
too many famous ones.
just go with like Hunger Games the ballot. I feel like they'll be
Hunger Games, the Ballad of
Like-
Songbird. That's cool, but I guess I gotta put the snake because
Oh wait, Tyrion is also in this film. I didn't know this.
Mhm.
yeah, he's the he's the game maker.
The game maker.
Tyrion.
I forgot this actor. Peter Dinklage. There he
Peter
go.
Dinklage.
yeah. All right. So Albert, since I think you read the books right back then.
I read the Hunger Games trilogy. I didn't read this
Yeah,
book. I listened to part of the audiobook. I don't remember how far, but
Oh.
I gave up.
All right. Is it you
Yeah.
gave up because it's bad, or you gave up because it's boring, or you just don't feel like?
I gave up
finishing
because
it?
I lost interest.
Oh, it's bad then. Oh no.
No.
But yeah,
I-
Albert, go ahead. Your thoughts on this one so far, at least.
On the book or on the trailer?
Both. Both? Question? Yeah.
So I lost interest on the book because it took a long time for the build up and the character was not interesting to me. Because the main character is Coriolanus Snow, who's President Snow, the villain of the series, pretty much voice played by the great Donald Sutherland. And this is like a prequel where he's young and he befriends this Lucy Gray Baird from District 12, tribute. Which, if we know the history of the Hunger Games, which if you else have you'll have seen it, right? We know that she's
No.
not gonna. Oh wait, what?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't
Any
seen the
of them.
Hunger Games?
Nope,
Neither
no,
have
no.
I.
I've seen
I've watched-
parts of it.
I've watched the Starving Games.
What is
That's
wrong
good.
with you?
It's close enough, yeah.
You gotta watch Hunger Games. Hunger Games is Catching Fire is legitimately good. Hunger Games is good. Catching Fire is awesome. Mockingjay Part 1 is Mockingjay Part 2 is pretty good.
All right, yeah.
And this is from the director. This is from the director of Catching Fire, Francis Lawrence. But yeah, the book was. I was not a big fan of the book, but again, maybe it got better, but I never finished it, so I don't know. The reception, if I'm based on the review, is like it's a mid reception critically, but more leaning towards a positive. And this trailer intrigues me because I like it. I like Rachel Zegler a lot, and I think she's going to be interesting in this role. Knowing the Hunger Games lore, I know what's going to happen to her character. I sort of know what's going to happen to Coriolanus Snow. But I don't know about anyone else. I don't know about what's going to happen to any of the other characters. I like the cast though. Viola Davis, Jason Schwartzman is going to he's playing the Flickerman TV host style that was played by Stanley Tucci in the original series. So I like where it's going, and I also like how I saw the difference in the era, because this is, I don't know which Hunger Games this is, the 10th Hunger Games, and Katniss's era is 75th Hunger Games, and you saw. If you've seen the film, you saw the difference of like, okay, District 12 looked very different. The capital looked very different. The games look very different. The game
Wait,
makers
so
and
this is after the trilogy?
No, this is the 10th annual game.
Long
Okay,
before
Katniss-
the
okay.
trilogy.
Katniss's
Long before.
era is 75th.
Oh, 75th. Okay, I
74th,
heard you said
75th.
7th. I heard you said 7th, not the 5th part. So I was
No,
like,
yeah.
what?
74, 75th. That's the first two films.
Okay, it makes sense now. Yeah.
So it's like you see how dated everything looks, and it looks so interesting because the sequence of the cornucopia it looks so old school. It looks like they're just put in a random abandoned like abandoned grounds, and it's like, oh, this is cool. It gives me like Minecraft, weird Minecraft vibes of like the old school
Minecraft.
cornucopia.
Minecraft.
Because there are
Yeah, no,
some
no,
maps, there are like some abandoned like the Minecraft maps of the Hunger Games, because they're, I mean, it's a big thing in Minecraft. That's Hunger Games. That's sort of like just an abandoned like castle or whatever, and it looks like it looked like a ruin in the arena. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, so I'm very intrigued. I wasn't at all intrigued with this prior to this thriller. I actually am intrigued to see this based on the vibes and everything being thrown in that. Although I gotta say, I just look at the Wikipedia. Um, Apparently, Coriolanus Snow's nickname is Corio, and I don't know how I feel about that. Coryo. That's his nickname.
What's his full name?
Coriolanus Snow.
Corey. Okay.
In the movie, he was always called President Snow, so they never call him by his first name. So it makes sense, I guess, that there's a nickname for his first name. But I don't know if I could take him seriously if they're like, "Yo, Corio, what's up?" It's like,
I don't like it too much
So-
when you say it like that.
but yeah, anyway, I'm intrigued. What do you guys think?
Ariq, thoughts?
Uh, okay, yeah. No, at first I wasn't entirely sold on it because, well, for one, I didn't like watch the Hunger Games fully, and I don't know how to read books, right? So I obviously didn't read the book. but but that was like it is pretty interesting. About the I guess what you said, like about the whole world building, but how all the games started. I still don't understand what you mean by the lore.
Um,
Like what happens, but you know,
if you
I
know,
think
if you
I'll
know,
find out.
if you know about the history of the winners and losers of the game, then you sort of know what the outcome of this one is.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right.
She's
Yeah,
dead,
and
isn't she?
she's
I'm not
to
gonna
be
say
fair
this.
though, even if she survived the Hunger Games, she'd be like 70, 80 something years old by
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the
The
what is it,
next,
Katniss's
She's the
era.
same. She's the same age as she's the same age as President Snow, or
Yeah,
younger.
that's
yeah.
I
true.
don't know if she is younger. Yeah.
Do the whole like Hunger Games like Legend edition, you know, just 70-year
Legend.
olds going against each other.
Elderly edition. Actually, no. Actually, I should mention it. In the 75th Hunger Games, they wanted to bring all the champions back, regardless of their age. So there were some
Yeah,
elderly people.
that's why it's so awesome.
There were some elderly people in there.
Which is messed up to think about. It's like, oh my god, you put this elderly in the survival
bad.
game. That's
Too bad. Skill issue.
such a dick move.
Skill issue.
issue.
Skill issue. Skill
Oh,
issue.
my back skill issue.
A skill issue. And also this, and also another reason why I like it. Look, Eminem.
Yeah.
He does look like him.
When this shot appears at what minute is that, Rick?
145.
Yeah, 145. I was like, is that Eminem? Who is Eminem in this? And then like they have another shot. I'm like, oh, it's not Eminem. Imagine if that's like how the Hunger Games
So
halftime
he,
show.
he,
Just
starts, he
Eminem.
starts singing. He starts singing "Lose Yourself." Suddenly, it's like,
Yeah, and then the thing is like, Eminem is not even playing anyone. He's playing Eminem.
Oh, shit, President Snow was Slim Shady. But yeah, I don't know. I should mention like he just looks like Eminem. And also this is there's something like significant about this scene. He's shooting at Mockingjays is what it is. And yes, Teguh, that's a foul, I think. Shooting at Mockingjays, I think, in this scene, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know
oh,
what's
is
the
it
significance
mockingjays
of
or
that.
is it just random birds?
Well,
Why
you
is he
never know, right?
shooting
We
at-
always. Why is he shooting at Mockingjays? Is he seeing something in the future? Like a Mockingjay is gonna ruin the game.
The Mockingjay is mocking him. You suck.
You suck! You suck!
So
But I think there's like you have auto aim, get good, and he's like sorry. Whoa.
What's the significance of a Mockingjay?
Mockingjay are hybrid animals of a jabberjay and a mockingbird. Mockingbird, obviously, it's a real animal. We know that. Jabberjay is a bird fictional to the series, which basically is they use it as a weapon to spy on people because they mimic cries. They hear something and they mimic the voice. Um,
Yeah.
but Mockingjay is a symbol of the rebellion.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
for the Katniss era, for that era timeline, because Katniss' nickname is the Mockingjay. So yeah,
So
Oh,
what's with
okay.
the songbirds?
Mockingjay is a song word.
Okay.
Okay,
The
very good. There's
snakes are the bad people?
I
the
I'll
snakes
look
are.
I'll try to find out. I'll look into it what the songbird and the snakes represent while you guys continue your
You know
thoughts.
what? We'll probably understand it once we see the
In the
film, and it's
movie,
okay to
right?
see.
Yeah.
And it's okay to see the film because like this is a prequel to everything, right? So
Doesn't matter. I can just watch it. Yeah.
yeah, you can just watch it. It's a prequel, right? So maybe
Yeah.
you'll I don't know. Maybe there's a bit of like references here and there,
Yep.
but like oh well. And
You'll
also
get to
like yeah, wait,
see
yeah.
Katniss as sperm.
Oh
What?
my god.
She's not even she's not even close to being born.
Exactly, still sperm.
Exactly. Uh-oh. Actually, I should
Alright,
mention
yeah.
Albert. Yeah, no, the city does look different. This still looks like the modern world. You know, it doesn't look as futuristic and weird as it was presented. I'm pretty sure this is the capital. Just has to be.
Yeah, that's pretty sure that's a capital. That reminds me of a shot from Mockingjay Part Two. Again, if you find a cornucopia piece, that's one of my favorite setting piece. When they count down and then the cornucopia starts, because it's so rustic. It gives such a rustic vibes to it. But yeah.
Okay.
Also, one thing that I know, Rachel Zegler's character, she's supposed to be a performer. You saw her a sequence where she sings.
Yeah.
So I think she's sort of like a fan favorite or something by like the audience, actual people audience was like, oh, she's so talented and she's put in this game. We're gonna lose a talent if she dies. So it's like sort of like that's like that whole thing kind of thing.
Alright. Uh, she is fighting in the. She is in the arena with the most. Like, why is she wearing a dress? Kind of thing, I feel like
Is
that's
she wearing a
not.
dress?
Actually, no. Come to think of it, I think in
Is
these
she?
few games, it's everyone has
yeah.
free clothes on in the
Yeah.
arena, unlike the newer games where they had like suits or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, if you're going to kill people, it's like I don't think a dress is the most
Okay.
combat ready outfit you could have
Yeah.
chosen.
Ariq,
Also on heels as
go to
well.
1 minute
Yeah.
15. Oh yeah, she's wearing heels.
Yeah, it's
1 minute 15, not the one after or before that. Yeah, that's a cornucopia. You see the small dots? That's a center. It's first of all, it's so
yeah.
small compared to the other Hunger Games arena. The cornucopia is
Yeah.
bigger. There's automatically bloodbath, I'm pretty sure, with that small. And like you can tell how like in the new ones, you cannot escape your podium until the timer drops because they will kill you. But in this one, it looks like there is nothing. So it's just like you're just supposed to stand there and they just like, yeah, just make don't just, I trust you guys not to leave the circle before the time starts, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like still old school. So I love that.
I'm pretty sure like the game's like patch notes were very different back then than they were in. It's the best way I can describe it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
Yeah,
patch notes
yeah.
were different. So they had like there's some things that we're missing out. Like for example, you had the outfit. For example, the free clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Imagine if someone
Yeah.
just comes in and it's like, yep, he's already wearing like full blue like armor and everything.
or just full on Kevlar armor and
Full on
everything.
Kevlar. Yeah.
They didn't suggest anything. Yeah, just like full on Kevlar.
Free clothes,
wow.
right?
Yeah, free clothes. I think that's why the patch notes changed, Kel, at some point.
Someone
They're
did
like,
that.
okay,
They're
no-
like,
yeah.
that's not fair, right?
all right, that's not
We
fair.
gotta
right?
unify. We gotta unify the whole thing.
Yeah, we gotta add the patch notes to this. All right, no free clothes.
Yeah, they don't change the
Yeah,
rules
it's like-
unless someone
'cause-
really exploit it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the various district have their own thing, right? Like the capital, like district 7 is in case of lumberjack. So like the district 7 people, there's wear like lumberjack outfits. They're like,
Well, they
oh,
wear
wow.
kemeja gitu.
Yeah.
Just
and,
plain
and
shirts,
and then
I mean, yeah.
and then district the one in charge of weapons is like district 1 or 2, I don't remember, and they're like they have full
That's not
tactical
fair, is it?
gear.
Well-
They just come, yeah. They're the ones that brought in the tactical gear, and they're like, no.
And the one where Pita came from, they're just like they have like a whole paintbrush ready to go.
PETA is
They're
from district 12. That is
they're all coal
coal
miners.
yeah,
Oh, they're coal miners.
they are.
They come with the pickaxes, dude.
Hmm. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coal
Uh,
miners.
To be fair, yeah, seeing the trailer, it intrigues me to watch Hunger Games for sure. I mean, I've always been intrigued to watch Hunger Games, but I'm just too lazy to do it. And
Yeah.
what's her name?
Rachel
Ziegler?
Zegler.
Ziegler, yeah. After seeing her in Shazam: Fear of the Gods, I'm like, yeah. And then seeing her in this trailer, it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, want to see more of her, I suppose. Um, so this movie is not fully like following the game, right? I think.
What do you mean?
Like you know how in the first movie or
Yeah, the
something,
first one is purely like
It
purely
in
the
the
game.
never,
the game,
it
yeah.
never really was, to be honest. I mean, yes, a majority of it was it, but a lot of it is set up and like the politics and everything. The first
I
one
mean,
definitely heavily,
the
yes.
first one, yeah, but the second and like third, I know they're not
Second,
fully in
third,
the game.
second, third is like yes, there is games involved, but it's more of the world building and politics and everything like that, characters.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
And the focus is the point.
and this one is going to be again, I think, a setup, but eventually it's going to be the games as well.
I guess the game's going to be the end thing, I
Although
guess.
it's very interesting because the main two characters, one is going to be in the game, one of them is not. So I think we're gonna have like two perspectives.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because Snow is like the what the not hairdresser, the designer. He's in charge of making Lucy look good for the showcase, for the show. So yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Not much else to say. Tagu?
No, that's it. Again, I haven't seen the first. I haven't seen any of the other Hunger Games, so I didn't even notice the details like the ring being smaller and the free clothes and all that. I know
Yeah,
Yeah, of
nothing.
this
course we wouldn't notice
is
because we haven't watched it, Tagu.
Yeah, that's what
Exactly.
it
Um,
Yeah.
so I have nothing to add.
Alright. For like in the chat, everyone's very excited to see young Snow. Yeah. How? Yeah, I don't know. I guess he is a major character in the.
did I just saw Slim Shady in the comments? It's
What?
like Slim Shady.
Laying beats like Slim Shady.
Naruto the man says young Snow is gonna be sick, laying beats like Slim Shady.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. The trailer, yeah, definitely is fun to see. So
Yeah,
we'll
I'm actually excited for this now instead of no excitement before. The only thing that I wish they did, which I guess makes sense if they don't, if they put the Hunger Games theme song in the trailer, it would have make it
Game's theme
greater.
song. Na 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 na. Oh, that's the Game of Thrones.
No. It's the dun 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 dun.
Yeah, since I don't watch it, then I don't recognize it as well.
doesn't help over.
Okay, never mind. I recognize it now. Would it's the high pitch part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, I recognize it. Right.
Yeah.
That,
Do you think
that's a
they're
lot.
definitely going to make sequels for this, right? This is first one.
Well, there's only one book.
Oh, there's only one book. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the only, as far as I'm aware, for Ballad of Songbirds Snakes. This is the only one. I don't know if she is Suzanne Collins is working on other projects right now, probably. But yeah, but this is a fast turnaround because this book was released in 2020. I remember that because it was during the pandemic when I did the audiobook. But yeah, it's a fast turnaround. That it's already 3 years.
That's
and it's already
fast.
here.
3 years, yeah.
I think they were like in development of the movie at the same time, around the same time the book was being developed. I think.
Oh wow.
As she's fighting, it's just a Google Doc shared with the movie and her.
yeah, so they can make the script and write the book at the same time.
Yeah.
Anyway, in June 2019, the chairman of Lionsgate announced that the company is working with author Susan Collins in regards to the adaptation of Ballad of Songbirds and Snake. So yeah, April 2020, they confirmed that plans were underway for the film's development. So April 2020 was when they already confirmed that they're developing it. The book came out May 2019. Okay, wait, what? The book came out before so they announced they're gonna develop the movie before the book even came out. So yeah.
Yeah, they definitely shared the Google Docs together.
They share Google Docs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
This is coming out again on November. We have a lot on November. This is coming out on 17th November, so it's the same day as Next Goal Wins.
Oh,
Which means
I'm fighting. Uh-oh. Which sports game do you prefer? Death matches or football? Arguably, the 0 to 31 loss is much more brutal.
But yeah, yeah. On November we have Next Goal Wins, Hunger Games, and Wish. Right, right.
Rank your excitement.
For all the trailers we talked about.
No, for the November one.
Oh, November one, the 3 movies.
I don't know if it's Wish or Next Goal.
I'll go with Wish and then Next Goal and then Hunger Games. Maybe if I watch Hunger Games, then I'll be more excited for it.
I guess yeah, you want Next Goal for me first, and then Wish, then Hunger.
Same. I'm with Ariq on that one.
All right. Yeah.
Right,
Teguh?
Teguh, thank you. Okay.
Teguh. Teguh wasn't listening. Damn it.
Which
But
of the
yeah,
November movies? Oh well, whatever. Alright.
Which one I would watch?
Like yeah, most excited to least, which is what Wish, Next Goal Wins, and Hunger Games.
Mm.
I know Hunger Games is last, so was it Wish or?
No, actually, no. I am interested in Hunger Games, right? The only
Okay.
problem with Hunger Games is then I'd have to watch the other ones first.
It's a prequel. It doesn't matter.
It's a
Well,
prequel.
ideally, I would watch the other ones first.
It's not like it's an awful series. It's not.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
Hellraiser
but
like,
like-
Kelvin
But
goes.
It's not
it's long.
Transporter.
It's not
So
right.
right now, my answer really depends on whether I would watch Last Goal Wins in theaters or not.
I probably won't watch it in theaters.
Probably won't, yeah.
Well,
Only watch
yeah.
Wish on theaters, but not Next Goal.
Well, we'll see.
Wish is
That-
probably
that-
at the bottom for me though right now.
I mean,
Fair.
it's a Disney, so yeah. All right.
Anyway, I couldn't figure out what the songbird's supposed to mean. I'm guessing it's the Mockingjay kind of thing, the rebellion side.
Yeah,
The snakes.
yeah.
What? Sorry, to
Let-
Yeah, I was just in the order. Hunger Games, Last Goal Wins, and then Wish for me.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Anyway, the snakes is just I do Control F on the book synopsis. I do Control F, and the word snakes appears so many times. So I think it's just a big something to do with snake. An actual snake is going to be involved a lot in the film. So yeah,
An
We
actual
did see a snake. We did see a
we
snake.
did see a
yeah.
snake. Yeah, the
I think
rats,
someone chucked
whatever
the yeeted the snake as well.
Really? I saw it. Isn't the snake just on the hand? Just like did someone?
I thought
yeet
someone
the snake?
yeeted it. I thought someone threw
Ah,
it.
no. Oh wait,
Oh,
no,
wow.
there was like a tub full of snakes. Yeah, I think it's one of that
Yeah.
one scene.
Well,
Okay.
whatever.
Who-
Yeah. All right. So from all the trailers, the 6 trailers that we talk about this episode,
yeah,
yeah. Which one's your favorite? I guess. Or
Yeah,
I don't know,
Transformers.
most excited. Transformers. Let's go.
For me, it's literally Transformers for both like best trailer and like most excited film. I told you I watched the trailer like 4 or 5 times already.
It is
Best
like,
best trailer or the one that
excites you the most, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that excites me the most is Transformers. It's always Transformers for me.
Transformers are fun. Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah. I'm not saying the film is gonna be better than every one of them. It's just
Yeah, it's just
fun.
it's just fun
It's
trailer.
just
It
a
gets you
fun-
excited.
Yeah.
For me, it's going to be A Haunting in Venice. It comes out as
Really?
a surprise, and
Okay.
I mean like I'm a horror fan, so you know this one it's interesting for sure. Yeah. How about you, Albert and Teguh?
There's
Do you
no
wanna go
deciding.
first?
Yeah, it's really hard. All
It's
for
really hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not that hard, guys.
I
Just
I
close
your
can
eyes and
I can well to go stop picking. I can go. I want to say in terms of excitement, as if like I can't wait to watch it.
Mhm.
Next Goal Wins. I really
Alright,
I
yeah.
really sort of had lost hope, especially because Love and Thunder was not great. I didn't love it. And then with the change of release date, I was like, okay, this is not going to be good. But the trailer surprises me a lot, and I like the comedy, so I hope it's good. And that one is probably my most excited. And like close second is Hunger Games, just because again I have no excitement for it, but this trailer intrigues me.
Alright. Teguh.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
Robots, isn't it?
It's Transformers. Alright. There's a new
It's-
song
no,
in
no,
it.
the first robots.
It's either Transformers.
Or
Robots.
But I put
robots.
I
Robots.
put Hunger
No,
Games above Next Goal Wins, but I'm
Then you say you want next goal wins. Jadi yang mana dong? Tuh kan, wah, yun lo
I don't know.
Oh,
Just
mampus kau.
Transformers.
It's Transformers,
just
yeah, okay, this is good,
Transformers,
yeah, it's
Transformers,
Transformers.
Transformers.
It's Transformers.
Yeah. Alright,
There you go.
2 Transformers. Haunting in Venice for me, and for Albert, Next School Wins. Alright.
Wins.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
Uh,
guess that's all the trailers from CinemaCon that we're going to talk about this episode. Yeah. So
yep.
Albert, anything else to add?
Yeah, the chat is going crazy right now, saying there's breaking news on Twitter on Chicken Run sequel. I don't know if you guys are trolling us or there's actually big news. Because
Well-
I mean, I saw the only thing I see. is
Time
the
for me
cast-
to actually use my Twitter account.
The only thing I see is a
only has
casting announcement for Chicken Run 2. And Kelvin,
Okay.
so you don't mistake it, this is not Chicken Little, it's different.
I've learned my mistakes, Albert.
But Bella
because I
Ramsey.
actually make that mistake a few days ago.
What
I was
did you do
talking about
again?
Chicken Run again with my cousin, and I was
Oh.
like, "No, that's
Chicken Little.
that's Sky is Falling. No, that's Chicken Little." Oh, right.
But they got some casting news for the Chicken Run movie, the
Okay.
sequel. Bella Ramsey is playing Molly, which
Alright.
is a new character. We know her
Is it a chicken?
obviously. They're all chickens.
Oh, okay.
But, Bella Ramsey is playing Molly. We know her from The Last of Us and Hunger Games, among others. Tandy Newton is playing Ginger, who is a character from the first one. I don't believe she is the voice of the original. I know for a fact she wasn't the voice of the original. I don't know who voiced the original one. But yeah, Tandy Newton is voicing Ginger. And then Zachary Levi is voicing Rocky. Previously, it was voiced by Mel Gibson. They replaced him with Zachary Levi. David Bradley is voicing Fowler. Imelda Staunton is voicing Bunty. She's returning. I know for a fact that was the same character. And Jane Horrocks is voicing Babs. So they're just casting announcements. So
All right.
I think the chat is trolling us a little bit with saying, "Whoa, news is crazy. Whoa, wild."
Yeah.
Wait, what? Is that the Wait, is that the title of it? Dawn of the Nugget?
Yes, we've
Yeah.
talked about this.
Dude, what? I forgot. I
We-
completely forgot about it. Dawn of the Nugget.
They're gonna be turned into nuggets. They gotta survive. It's horrifying. It's a horrifying
Yeah.
thought. This might
That's
be the
why-
dark. This might be the darkest stop motion film ever.
That's why I was so confused when if this was a Chicken Little sequel, turning him into nuggets.
Yeah, that would be dark if Chicken Little sequel is turned
Dark.
into nuggets. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, I guess I should watch the Chicken Run. It is stop motion, claymation, I guess, right?
Yeah, you might like
Yeah.
it. I don't know.
I guess I should watch it.
It's quirky. It's art. It's Artman. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's chickens, so.
it's chickens.
Fun. Alright, I guess that's that for all the trailers and I guess shocking news at the end with nuggets. Yeah. Alright, so I guess let's do our plugs before we go. Alright, Ariq. Go ahead.
Find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria. You can find me on Letterboxd at Ricky Do. I haven't updated that, by the way, since like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I realized that.
Yeah, every time I try to look at your letterbox review to repost for the
forgot.
Councilmen, I'm like, oh, it's not there. God damn it! I gotta rewatch the.
Yeah.
I gotta check the audio.
Yeah,
I'm
when I
sorry.
wanted to make the stuff for the Instagram, I'm like, what did Ariq watch? It's not another box.
It's on the private chat, alright?
Yeah, but the private chat is gone after, I don't take
Yeah,
a
after the
picture
exit,
of
yeah.
private chat. Alright, Teguh.
You can find me on Instagram. Well, let me raise my face up. At TeguM23 and on Twitter at Tegidu.
I don't like this new name.
You're just
I
not
actually
used to it,
almost
man.
said TG23399 again.
I don't like this new name, Teguh. What
Fine,
are the
I'll change it
chances?
again, and you can send
T-
another video to the wrong person again.
what are the chances? TG22399 is taken now.
Like, oh, it's
Oh
available.
my
Take it.
god. Wow.
TG23398 is finally happy. He wanted 99 this whole time. Alright, yeah, and you guys can find me, Kelvin, on Instagram at KY27 and Disco Monkey on Letterboxd and YouTube. Leslie Albert.
You can find me Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Letterbox, J.A. Wiradharma. That's JAWIRADHARMA. And follow me everywhere there. I post lots of stuff on various sites. But yeah, follow Councilman at Councilman Show, Twitter, Instagram, Letterbox. We post updates everywhere there. Check us out on our podcast as well. It's the Councilman Show, the Councilman. Sorry, it's the Councilman. Wherever you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Stitcher. Share it with your friends. Share either the live feed, the live stream, or the podcast. If it's, I think it's easier for the podcast form. Share it with your friends. Let them know about the show. Grow the audience base. So yeah, all of that. Do all of those.
Yep. And yeah, I guess with that, the councilman has spoken. And we'll see you in the next episode.
We beat the runtime from the last year's CinemaCon. Let's go. We're shorter by an hour.
Lakers, baby!